From Toluo Field at MERCYHURST University, the California Vulcans are coming into town to take on the hometown MERCYHURST Lakers in the penultimate week to the 2014 regular football season. Hello, everybody. We thank you for joining us here today. My name is Cody Jeanette. Alongside of me is Creighton Rabs. And Creighton, coming into this game, both teams were able to boast some wins. California definitely had a lot of success against Clarion.
They certainly did, Cody. A 43-32 win against a Clarion team that really gave him a heck of a battle. Terrell Roberson with 2 rushing touchdowns, James Harris with 3 touchdowns in the air, and the Vulcans forcing 3 Clarion turnovers on their way to a hard-fought win.
And as for MERCYHURST, they took on Seton Hill in their previous game.
It was a 49-32 win for the Lakers, but it wasn't one of the prettiest games in Lakers history. 14 turnovers between the two teams, and the Lakers gave up over 500 yards in the air. So on a day like today, that could benefit the Vulcans, and we shall see.
Well, the series history between the Vulcans and the Lakers doesn't necessarily go back as far as a lot of other histories might. There's a 3-3 record. It's very even, but MERCYHURST has the upper hand, winning the previous 3 matchups.
And they've won, that includes the last 2 meetings here in Erie. So this has been a tough place for the Vulcans to play, but they're hoping for a miracle on 38th Street today.
Well, as always, there's going to be certain players that you're going to need to keep your eye on throughout the entire game today. For the California Vulcans, on the offensive side of the ball, we're going to run, no pun intended, back to the backfield again and take a look at Nick Grissom.
Nick Grissom, a sophomore from Cincinnati, has been sharing the rushing duties with Terrell Roberson this season. He has 4 touchdowns and over 500 yards. He's quick and he's elusive, and that could be trouble for this MERCYHURST defense.
And on the other side of the ball for California, you got to look out for Spencer Lynn.
And Spencer Lynn, the last couple of years, he's been a special teams guy. Now that he's had a chance to break the lineup, the senior from Bell Vernon leads the team in tackles with 71. He's also forced a couple of fumbles this year, so he's anchoring a solid linebacker core for this California defense.
And as for MERCYHURST, again, we're going to be going back to that running game, which has been powerful for them all season long, led the way by Brandon Brown Dukes.
Yes, Brandon Brown Dukes 2 years ago was the PSAC West Freshman of the Year. He's had over 700 yards rushing this season. He ran for 158 and 2 touchdowns last week against Seton Hill. He's had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, so he missed last year's game, but 2 years ago at this very field, he had 124 yards and 2 touchdowns in the Lakers' win over Cal.
And now for the other side of the ball for MERCYHURST, you got to keep an eye on Colin Kimball.
Colin Kimball, the senior, grew up right up the road here. His dad, Joe Kimball, is the athletic director here. He has 3 interceptions on the season. Last week he had a pick 6 against Seton Hill. He has 3 pick 6s on the season, and he and his 2 brothers are part of a band called the Romantic Era. So he's certainly hoping to end. He's hoping to, a high note here for the Lakers defense.
Well, it's a cold day here at MERCYHURST, but both of these teams coming into today, they're ready to play. Kickoff is next here on CUTV.
Since 1937, the Student Association Incorporated, known as SAI, has served the Cal U student body by providing activities, programs, and services. Every enrolled student has the ability to take part in over 125 different clubs and organizations. Managing participation in every SAI activity is easy with OrgSync, a powerful tool for staying connected. Located 1 mile from campus, the SAI Farm has 94 acres of meeting and recreational space. SAI, it's your student association.
CUTV, California University Television.
Toluo Field in Erie, Pennsylvania, the California Vulcans versus the MERCYHURST Lakers. The teams are just about to take the field, and the action is just about to get started. Hello, everybody. My name is Cody Jeanette. If you're just joining us, alongside of me is Creighton Rabs, and we're delighted you could be with us today. And it's a pretty cold day for football. But Creighton, let's take a look at the tail of the tape.
And a lot of times you take these numbers with a grain of salt. But that being said, California's that 255 yards on passing defense for Mercyhurst. That factors in the 568 yards they gave up last week against Seton Hill, but for the most part, their passing defense is stout. Keep an eye on the turnover margin. California's certainly had that advantage throughout the season, and a lot of those turnovers by Mercyhurst earlier in the season when they lost their first 4 games, and they had a very brutal schedule, which we will certainly be talking about throughout the contest. But
yeah, you said it yourself in our open, 14 turnovers last week against Seton Hill. And speaking of Seton Hill and Mercyhurst, looking at the PSAC West standings, California still up on top, but Mercyhurst right in the rearview mirror.
You have a 3-way tie on top. Mercyhurst and Indiana still lurking. And to clarify, that was 8 turnovers by Seton Hill and 6 by Mercyhurst last week. So that's where we came up with the total of 14. But nonetheless, Mercyhurst is still alive for a shot at the PSAC West. Now, if for Cal, it's pretty simple. If they win, regardless of what happens between IUP and Gannon or Slippery Rock and Clarion, the Vulcans will win. Now, if California wins and Gannon wins and Slippery Rock loses, Gannon would take the PSAC West by virtue of their tiebreaker. If Gannon, Slippery Rock win and California loses, then the Rock will earn the berth in the state game and will be at Thompson-Mahalik Stadium next week. And then, but if Mercyhurst can win the West if they beat California, if IUP beats Gannon, and Clarion beats Seton Hill, as we just had the coin toss out at the middle of the field. So
California will be receiving.
Yes, so it's going to be. So we're actually going to have the national anthem at this moment.
And California will be getting the opening kickoff in the first half, and that means Mercyhurst will be getting the ball in the second half. Well, you see Coach Keller getting his squad ready. California ready to take on Mercyhurst, the penultimate week of the season. Creighton, it's coming down all to the wire now. It seems like just last week it was opening week. You know, it seems like time goes so fast.
It certainly has. This is certainly a nice, a very lovely place to watch a football game here on the campus at Mercyhurst in Erie. See the Mercyhurst special teams about to head out on the field. So Cody, it's really, you know, it's crunch time. We're not only talking about the PSAC West, but later on the NCAA regional rankings, which will come out again on Monday. As you see Terrell Robertson going back deep, he'll be flanked by Tyrone Taylor. And there you see, very windy up here in Mercyhurst, 35 degrees game time temperature, and a 40% chance of rain as the game progresses. As you see, just judging from the flag out on the sideline to our left, the wind is blowing from our right to our left, and Dylan Condis will be kicking against the wind, so wouldn't be surprised if we see a touchback here early on.
Yeah, Condis getting ready for the opening kickoff. California going from left to right in the white uniforms. Mercyhurst going right to left in the green and blue uniforms. There goes the kick all the way down to the middle of the end zone, and it's going to roll out the back for a touchback, just as you predicted.
We take a look at these are the projected starting lineups. You see, as we mentioned, Nick Grissom in the backfield. Cal usually going with a three wide receivers set. Keep an eye on Kawan Scott to see if he's available because he was hurt late in the second half against Clarion a couple weeks ago. And there you see the offensive line, Jack Abercrombie, the senior, anchoring that offensive line in. And we do see Kawan Scott out there, so...
Good sign.
Yes.
So James Harris will set up on 1st and 10 for the Vulcans from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass, looking up the middle. He guns it down the middle. Wide open's Kawan Scott, and he has it at the 35-yard line, taken down. California with a huge explosive play to start the game.
It didn't take long. They are going no huddle here. But you take a look, he fakes the handoff to Grissom, and James Harris throwing into that wind, able to find Kawan Scott. He had a step on his defender, Keith Robinson Jr., number 2.
So it's 1st down and 10, once again from the Mercyhurst 35-yard line. Harris rolling to his right, fires, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Gary Brown.
That's a tough break by Gary Brown. He had the pass right there, but there you see Mercyhurst's front 7. And it looks like they go with a 3-4 set. And we mentioned Colin Kimball at the outset. He's the senior anchors this tough defensive line. Back to live action, 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10. Harris out of the shotgun once again, has one man in the backfield, 2 receivers to his right and 1 on the left, along with a couple of tight ends. Dropping back to pass, looking left, fires over the head of his intended target, going out of bounds at about the 30.
It was intended for the tight end, Des Green. So you wonder maybe if almost a little bit over Green's hands there. So you wonder maybe if the wind might have played a factor in that, even though he's throwing into it. But it's a big 3rd down play here for California. They're almost in 4th down territory.
14:32 left to go in the first quarter. 3rd down and 10. Harris dropping back to pass, looking down the middle. He fires it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. There's a flag down right where the pass was thrown. Likely to be pass interference, but we'll wait for the call.
That is what it looked like from looking at it live, Cody. Keith Robinson Jr., number 2, maybe getting hit with that penalty. We'll see what the referee says.
Pass interference. Defense, number 2.
It is going to be pass interference against Mercyhurst, so that's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down for the Vulcans.
And you see... Watch as Harris releases. You see a lot of contact right there. Preventing Kawan Scott from getting the ball is Keith Robertson Jr. So that is a 15-yard penalty. 1st and 10 from the 20. Vulcans in the red zone.
Harris is under center. A couple of men in the backfield and a couple of receivers on his right. And here's the handoff. Trying to sneak up the near side. He gets taken down for a very small gain, if anything. Right about the 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brought down by number 39.
And you're going to see Nick Grissom following the lead of his fullback, Ryan McCauley, 41. But the Mercyhurst defense, they sniffed it out. So gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
2nd down for the Vulcans. Harris under center, a receiver on each side, 1 man in the backfield. Looks like that's Roberson in the backfield this time. Harris dropping back to pass, looking left, fires just to the left of his intended target, taking a bounce at around the line of scrimmage. Incomplete, now it'll be 3rd down.
That was intended for Paul Butler, the tight end, and it looks like maybe, this wind is certainly going to play havoc. Harris going for the screen pass on that play, and it just sailed a little off target, so that sets up a big 3rd and 9 for the Vulcans. Again, my gut feeling is it's 4 down territory.
Harris is once again under center with a receiver on each side and 1 man in the backfield. Harris ready to take the snap. Screen pass to the near side. That's caught by Gary Brown. Swerving in and out of the defense. Taken down at about the 11-yard line. We'll see where they spot him if it's enough for a 1st.
And that is where they're going to spot him, Cody. He needed the 10 and got to the 11. And it looks like the Vulcans are going to go for it. You see the screen pass. Brown trying to find an opening, but he gets tackled right there, 4th and 1.
So Harris is under center on 4th and 1. Hands it off to his running back. That's Roberson pushing through the middle. Looks like he got enough for the 1st down, and they will give it to him. They'll move the chains.
They will indeed. Roberson takes it up the gut. Finds his opening. Look at the blocking by the offensive line. There you see number 70, Jeremy Seaman, opening up a path to allow Roberson to get in there. So now that'll be a first and goal from the 9, Cody.
13 minutes left to go in the first quarter. First down and goal. Harris out of the shotgun. Play action. Passes to his left. It's caught at the 9. Kawan Scott swerving in and out of the fence. The ball crossed the pylon, and he's into the end zone for the California touchdown. Kawan Scott weaving in and out of the defense to put the Vulcans on the board. 6-0 pending the extra point.
And you got to give a lot of credit rather to James Harris. You take a look at the defender, 47, Curtis Hansford, hitting Harris right as he lets it go, and Kawan Scott reaches gets the ball over the goal line rather, as he's pushed out of bounds. So a big gutsy play there. Vulcans taking the lead.
Cody Nuzzo set to kick the extra point. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. With 12 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in the first quarter, your score, California 7, Mercyhurst 0. Stay tuned for more of the first quarter here on CUTV.
Watch the best plays. Relive the biggest games. Check out CUTV's most memorable broadcasts as we pull them from the vault, only on CUTV.
Cody Nuzzo getting ready to kick it off to Mercyhurst for their first possession of the game after California put 7 points on the board during their first possession. And with a touchdown pass from James Harris to Kawan Scott, he was weaving in and out of the defense on the far side to get the score. So now Cody Nuzzo sends a line drive down the middle, going to be caught at about the 8-yard line. Return man's across the 20, weaving out to the 25, to the 30, cutting outside, pushed out of bounds at about the 34. And that is where Mercyhurst will start their first drive.
Yes, that was Drew Robinson on the return, and you see California's going with the 4-3 defense. We mentioned Spencer Lynn anchoring that linebacker core along with Bronco Busick and Jeff Knox Jr. The front four has been getting it done for California as well, especially Juwan Turner. Now the defensive backs, they are without Aaron Terry, serving a 1-game suspension after getting ejected against Mercyhurst, but we'll also have a couple other players who are missing, so it's up to these guys. They're going to have to step up, especially 32 Tyrone Taylor.
So now it's first down and 10. Brendan Boylan, the starting quarterback for Mercyhurst, is under center. Takes a snap, looking to pass. Fires up the far side. It's caught right at midfield, and he's taken down at about the 49-yard line in enemy territory.
And that was R.J. Miller, the tight end. Boylan wasn't the starting quarterback at the start of the season, but since he's taken over the starting role, it's been giving the offense he's been firing. It's really given them a spark. You see that offensive line for the Lakers. It's a first and 10 from the California 49.
So 12:26 and running left to go in the first. Boylan is under center. Has one man in the backfield, 2 men to his left. Actually 3, I beg your pardon. He hands it off to his running back, taking it up the middle, hurtling over the defense, taken down right at around the 40. We'll see where forward progress spots him, but it's very close to the first down marker.
And they're gonna. That's Brandon Brown Dukes on the carry. They are gonna spot it at the 40-yard line. Keep an eye on the fullback. That was R.J. Miller, the tight end, 25, helping clear a lane, and that allows Brandon Brown Dukes, the guy they call BBD, up here at Mercyhurst. That sets up a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, 2nd and very short. So he didn't get enough for the first down, but they get a retry here. 2nd and 1. Boylan is under center, sends a man in motion from far to near side. Takes a snap, screen pass to the near side, it's caught. He's across the 40, taken down at about the 38-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll move the chains.
And that was Brad Novak, the receiver, in motion. And that's who Boylan fires the screen pass to. He gets enough good effort by Chaz Field to try and tackle him, but it got it right to the first down marker. So that'll set up a 1st and 10 for the Lakers.
First down and 10 from the California 39-yard line. Mercyhurst with the ball. Boylan is under center. Couple men in the backfield. A receiver on each side. California showing blitz, and here it comes, and they take down Brown Dukes right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. California comes out of the ball, or comes out of the scrum saying they have the ball, but he was ruled down.
He was ruled down. It's a loss of 1. A good job by the Mercyhurst defense to pick up that blitz. It was Busick on the blitz, 26. So it looks like they're going to go with a 5th defensive back as we see Jeff Knox Jr. going to the sidelines. We see Veal, Arnell Farmer, Jordan Bowman, Taylor, and Ford there. So that'll set up a 2nd and 11.
So 2nd down and 11 for the Lakers. Boylan's under center. Dropping back to pass. Looking left. Air mails it down the near side. It's caught, but there's a flag down. The flag was thrown while the pass was in midair, so we'll see what the official call is here.
It looked like it may be pass interference, but we're going to wait on the call, Cody. We saw a lot of grabbing from the Cal defender. It looked like it was Taylor.
But there was a flag on a play.
So we'll wait and see what the call is. But if that, in fact, is a penalty, this is actually not a bad penalty in this extent. If it's a pass interference penalty against California, that moves it to the 25. But if that play stood as a reception,
it's actually going to be defensive holding against California, so it's still a defensive penalty.
But at the same time, if that pass is complete, Boylan they pick up the blitz by Veal, and Boylan fires it down to inside the 10-yard line. They're right there. Before you saw the contact, and if that ball was caught, that would have been inside the 5-yard line. So with the 10-yard penalty, this actually could help California, as it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
So Boylan will go under center with a new set of downs. 1st down and 10. California jumped off sides but got back. Screen pass on the far side. It's caught. Cutting up the middle, going to about the 20-yard line, very close to the to the 1st down marker. I beg your pardon. So it'll be 2nd and short.
That was Stephen Yarbrough on the catch. Fires it a short screen pass and to Yarbrough, and he gets it a gain of about 8 on the play. So. And the one thing about Mercyhurst you have to keep an eye on they are very meticulous. They're known for their very long scoring drives, so that's something Vulcan's defense has to keep an eye on 2nd and 2.
So Boylan hands it off to Brown Dukes, but he's met in the backfield for a short loss. It's going to push them back a couple of yards and set up 3rd down and about 3.
That was Jawan Turner in on the stop on Brown Dukes, just getting right through the line. Watch on the replay. There you see Turner just wrapping up BBD and stuffs him for the loss. So the big 3rd down and 3. They're spotting the ball at the 23-yard line.
So 3rd down and 3 now for the Lakers. 10 seconds on the play clock. Boylan's under center. 1 man in the backfield. And he hands it off to his running back. That's Brown Jones. He takes it past the 20-yard line inside the red zone. That's going to move the chains.
And that could hurt California. Their inability to get a stop on 3rd down, allowing Mercyhurst to keep these drives extended. Watch as Brown Dukes, look at it, the offensive lineman right there. That's Ben Geisen, 76, getting a block and clearing the path to allow Brown Dukes to get the 1st down. And this is one of those games, Cody. It's going to be won in the trenches on 1st and 10 for the 17.
So 1st down and 10 for the Lakers. Boylan is under center. Ready to take the snap. Play action. Dropping back to pass. Rolling to his right. Fires it, and it's caught inside the 5. He leaps over. Did he get into the end zone? I don't think he did. They're going to spot him inside the 10, though. California's saying they have the ball.
But they might also rule it incomplete. We'll wait. They are going to rule it an incomplete pass. That's an unfortunate break for the Vulcans, as it looks like they recovered it out of bounds. We'll take a look. Watch as Boylan with the fakes the handoff, and he goes, as he rolls right, he finds his receiver. And that's Yarbrough again, but watch the hit by the Vulcans defense as that ball ends up going out of bounds anyway. But they are going to say that Yarbrough did not have control of the ball, so that is why it is a 2nd and 10 from the 17-yard line.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Lakers. They're going to get a retry from the California 18-yard line. Boylan under center. One receiver on each side, a couple of tight ends, and a man in the backfield. He hands it off to Brown Dukes, cutting back up the middle, inside the 15, taken down at about the 12-yard line maybe. It's going to set up third down and moderate yardage.
And Cody, in the last couple games, with respect to the passing, we saw opposing offenses liking to go into their tight ends and a particular receiver, and it looks like Mercyhurst early on, that's what they're potentially looking to do. So to that end, keep an eye on the tight ends, especially 25 Miller if he's in there, and it's an empty backfield.
So it's third down and about 5. Boylan is out of the shotgun, taking the snap, rolling to his right, driving back to pass, fires it to the end zone, almost picked off. Did he get it?
No.
It hit the ground first, incomplete pass. So now Mercyhurst will be faced with a fourth down.
And it looked like, in fact, it was going to the tight end, Miller, 25. We'll look on the replay as Boylan rolls right, and you'll see he tries to thread the needle there, but it is overthrown a little bit. And Vulcan's trying to get the interception, but it hit the ground first, so that'll set up a field goal attempt by Condis. It looks like it will be a 20, spotted at the 19. It'll be a 29-yard attempt.
So Condis set to put Mercyhurst on the board and answer California 7 points with 3 of their own. The kick is up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. So Mercyhurst gets on the board, answering back California with 7 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Your score, California 7, Mercyhurst 3. You are watching Vulcans football on CUTV.
Don't miss a second of the exciting 2014 California University Vulcans football season. Whether home or away, CUTV is your home for Vulcans football. Watch every step of the way as Coach Keller and the Vulcans strive for a PSAC title and NCAA playoff berth. Your home for Vulcan football, CUTV.
Mercyhurst answers California 7 points with 3 of their own, making the score 7-3 with 7 minutes and 26 seconds left to go in the first quarter as Condis sends the kick away to the Vulcans to give them their next possession. The ball is retrieved at about this 4-yard line, taken across the 20, across the 25, down in between the 25 and 30, probably about the 27, so California will start their next drive from there.
Oh, they're actually going to spot him at the 24-yard line. But you take a look when California has the ball, you see they go 280 yards per game in the air. So that, but we've seen throughout the season they like to mix it up, going with the run and the pass. And again, a lot of those numbers for Mercyhurst are a little skewed because of last week's 568 yards they gave up to Seton Hill's passing attack. But nonetheless, it's a 1st and 10 from the 23.
So 1st down and 10 for the Vulcans. Harris under center. One man in the backfield and a receiver on each side. He hands it off to his running back. That's Roberson, cutting up the far side, going to the outside, pushed out of bounds at around the original line of scrimmage. You saw the marker fall over, so it's very close to that.
And it looks like actually they're going to say he lost a yard, but a good job by the Mercyhurst front 7 just pursuing Roberson as he rolled left for the loss of 1 on the play. That'll set up a 2nd and 11. Interesting to note, Cody, that was a meticulous last drive, but we'll get to that in a moment.
So James Harris is under center, dropping back to pass. Fires it up the middle. Kawan Scott open right at midfield. He has it. Taking it down inside enemy territory, right at about the 47.
And Kawan Scott had at least 2 or 3 steps on Devontae Huggins, the Mercyhurst defender, as California hustles to the line. And just the accuracy by Harris, even though he's throwing into the wind, and you'll see as Scott had at least 2 steps on Huggins for the Lakers. That sets up 1st and 10 for the 47.
So 1st down and 10 for the Vulcans inside enemy territory. Harris, under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to his running back. That's Roberson, cutting up the middle, finding a hole across the 40, down past the first down marker, taken down at about the 35.
And that's just an impressive job by Roberson, just bouncing off the defenders. Watch as he finds a hole to the left side, and then you see one missed tackle right there by Michael Foster, 21, and then he gets a few more yards after that. So that'll set up 1st and 10 from the 37 after the gain of 10 on the last play.
First down and 10 for the Vulcans. Harris out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He also has a man in the backfield, Roberson, and he goes in motion to a sidecar. Here's the snap. It's a draw to Roberson. He takes it up the middle for a moderate gain. It's going to be 2nd down and about 6.
And we saw Roberson following his offensive lineman. That was Zach Moorhead, 77, trying to clear a path, but a gain of 3 yards on the play, so that sets up the 2nd down and 7. It'll be at the 34-yard line.
2nd down and 7. 5 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Harris out of the shotgun. He's hurried, fires it far side, incomplete, saving a sack and a big loss.
That was Vashawn Williams, number 11, with the pressure on Harris, as Harris looked like he was throwing towards Gary Brown, but he's just sailed it out of bounds. So that's a good instinctive play right there by Harris. Something worth noting, Cody, that last drive by Mercyhurst took 5 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. And we have some couple interesting stats about that, but we're back to live action first.
James Harris is in the shotgun, 2 receivers on each side, along with a sidecar. Taking the snap, dropping back to pass, looking up the middle. Now he decides he's going to scramble around a little bit, keep it for himself, finding a hole near side, dives across the 30-yard line. Depending on where they spot him, he'll be close to the first down marker.
He's at the 30. He needed the 27, so it was a good job by Harris just to avoid the pressure. Keep an eye on the Mercyhurst defender as he comes into your screen. That is, it looked like that was Benji Abercrombie, 92, with the initial wave, and then Harris is just trying to find a hole. That sets up a 4th down and 3. California again going for it.
California's going for it on 4th down and 3 with just under 5 minutes left to go in the first. Harris is in the shotgun, dropping back, play action. Fires near side, that's caught across the 25, diving for a 1st down. That'll move the chains for the Vulcans.
Des Green, a tight end, just getting open on that play. It was a rather quick screen pass as we see something getting tossed off the field by the official. But nonetheless, back to the play here. Des Green just wide open on the very quick screen pass. And and he needed the 27. He got to the 23, so that'll set up 1st and 10. Vulcans on the verge of hitting the red zone.
1st down and 10. Harris under center. 2 receivers left and 2 men in the backfield with him. He hands it off to Grissom, but he falls down in the backfield, so it's going to be a short loss after Grissom's stumble.
Yeah, an unfortunate break there by Nick Grissom. As we've seen him rotate in and out with Roberson throughout the year. As Grissom cuts left, but he gets attack of the turf monsters right there. So that is going to be a loss of 3 on the play.
So it'll set up 2nd down and 13. Harris in the shotgun, dropping back to pass. Looking up the middle, fires, it's caught inside the 10. Taken down at about the 6 or 5 yard line. He finds his man inside the 10.
And that's Luke Sporey, the freshman out of Baldwin, just been, he's certainly been stepping up his game early on. Just a perfect strike as he goes one-on-one with Colin Kimball, 26, and the freshman able to win the battle. 1st and goal from the 6.
3:45 left to go in the first. Harris under center on 1st down and goal. Hands it off to Roberson. Pushing through the middle. Gains maybe a yard or 2, if anything. It'll set up 2nd and goal.
They're going to mark it at the 4-yard line, so it is a gain of 2, Cody. But
brought down by number 43.
Right now, California's drive approaching 4 minutes, almost taking a play out of Mercyhurst's playbook, counting their scoring drive. That's about 14 scoring drives for the Lakers that have been 4 minutes or longer this year. 2nd and goal.
Harris under center, hands it off to Roberson. Roberson weaving in and out of the defense, fights his way for the end zone, and he gets there for the California touchdown. 6 more points added onto the board with 3:08 left to go in the first. 13-3 pending the extra point.
And just watch the way Roberson follows the lead of his offensive line. You'll see
And you'll see Mike Price, 78, helping to clear a path along with, I believe that was Tyler Pearson, 67, as that enables Roberson to go to the right side and right on into the end zone.
Cody Nuzzo will be set to kick the extra point. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. With 3:08 left to go in the first.
Actually, we have a penalty, Cody.
Oh, okay. There were flags down. I did not see that. Thank you, Creighton.
I mean, well, to be fair, the penalty is right.
Defense, number 2, that penalty is declined. The try for point is good.
Well,
So
they're declining the penalty, so.
Yeah, the penalty was declined, and they take the result of the play, meaning the extra point is good. So with 3:08 left to go in the first, your score, California 14, Mercyhurst 3. Stay tuned for the conclusion of the first quarter here on CUTV.
Tune in to Vulcan Football 2014 for the inside scoop on this year's Vulcan football team. Featuring highlights, scores, analysis, and a preview of the upcoming opponent, Vulcan Football 2014 gets you inside the huddle. Vulcan Football 2014, only on your home for Vulcan Football, CUTV.
And we're back here at Tuluo Field. California just kicked off the kick to Mercyhurst after scoring another touchdown to give them extend their lead to make it 14-3.
And we just saw a great special teams play by the Vulcans on that kick return. Looked like, I believe that was Drew Robinson, 27, who caught the kickoff, and then right away we saw 2 Vulcan defenders just swarm him, stop him right. Actually, they stopped him at the 17-yard line. My apologies, but the first. Mercyhurst is you see the balance on the Mercyhurst offenses there, but California done a great job stopping the run this year. It's 1st and 10.
3:03 left to go in the first. First down and 10 for the Lakers. Boylan, I beg your pardon, under center. Dropping back to pass. Up the middle, that's caught. He has his man past the 30-yard line, breaking away from the defense. He's across the 40, diving to about the 43-yard line.
And that's Yarbrough on the catch. And Cody, that's what we saw a lot of in the wins over IUP and Clarion these last 2 weeks. The quarterback finding his favorite target, whoever that is, and in this case it's Yarbrough. He's wide open. He bounces off a pair of Vulcan defenders as he's able to get those yards after the catch. That is a gain of about 25 yards. 1st and 10 for the 42.
So first down and 10. New set of downs for the Lakers. Boylan out of the shotgun. California showing blitz. Here they come. Screen pass far side. It's caught. And he's taken down in the backfield for a loss of maybe about 4 or 5 yards. So it'll set up second down and about 14.
It looks like Drew Robinson there on the screen pass, but watch as the California defense. That was Kenny Wilkins, 55, coming into the left of your screen. Actually, I'm sorry, that's Jordan Bowman. It was Bowman and Chaz Veal in on the stop. I thought I saw Wilkinson on the play, but nonetheless, I mean, these defensive backs for California, especially Bowman, Veal, we mentioned Taylor. Well, these are the guys, Arnell Farmer. I mean, they're the guys who have to step up, especially in the absence of Aaron Terry.
So it'll be second down, I beg your pardon. And about 13 or 14 for the Lakers. Boylan sends a dump pass up the middle. That's caught past the original line of scrimmage to about the 44-yard line. So it'll be third down and about 7.
And once again, Brandon Brown Dukes on the catch. Keep an eye on Tyler Pearson, number 90, coming into your screen, putting the pressure on. And Boylan does a good job just getting rid of the pass before getting hit right there. But that's going to set up a third down and about 8. They're at the 44-yard line. They need to get to the California 48 to get the first down here.
1:08 left and running to go in the first quarter. Boylan out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass. looking up the middle, fires. It's in and out of the hands of his intended target. It takes a bounce at about the 46-yard line, so it'll be 4th down for the Lakers.
And that was the tight end, R.J. Miller. And got to get back to what we were point about what IUP and Clarion did. It wasn't just their top receiver. They also targeted the tight end a lot. And Mercyhurst apparently trying to take that same route, but they had success has been a little bit mixed. So now we're going to see, I believe that is Sporey back for California, taking the punt returns again. He's doing that in place of Aaron Terry. It's going to be Jordan Spangler on the punt for Mercyhurst.
Spangler gets the snap, sends the punt away. It's spiraling end over end, taking a bounce at about the 10-yard line, rolling out of bounds at the 4. There's that corner or coffin corner punt drill you don't see too much of anymore, but it pays off and it goes inside the 10.
It wasn't so much that he was intending it to happen, Cody. It's just one of those lucky bounces. You know, Sporey's not used to fielding punts, so he was hoping it would bounce into the end zone, but it was just took a lucky Mercyhurst bounce. But that was a impressive kick by Spangler. There you see the schedule, California and Mercyhurst. A couple of the games we're keeping an eye on. IUP is at Gannon, that game being played in the other side of Erie. And of course, Slippery Rock at Clarion and the Milk Jug game. Those 3 games will have a big impact on the PSAC West standings. Back to live action on 1st and 10.
So Harris will set up inside his own 10 with his offensive squad. He hands it off to his running back, trying to get some breathing room, breaking up the middle. Couldn't bring him down, got a little tied up, but it's a gain of about maybe 3 yards, depending on where they spot him, so it'll be 2nd and 7.
They are going to mark Terrell Roberson down at the 7-yard line, and it looks like California's going to be able to get one more play off before the start of the second quarter. And in the second quarter, they're going to have the wind at their back, so that could be very huge. But so far, 14-3 lead. It's been almost irrelevant, for lack of a better way to put it.
Yeah, there's about a 2-second difference between game clock and play clock, so the Vulcans will have to run at least one more play. Harris out of the shotgun this time. It's a draw up the middle to his running back. He takes it up the middle, pounding through for some yardage, getting some more breathing room, and that expires the clock in the first quarter.
And when we come back, they'll have the ball at the 10-yard line.
So after 1 quarter of play, California has the lead over the Mercyhurst Lakers 14-3 after a couple quick touchdowns by the Vulcans and a field goal by the Lakers. You are watching Vulcans football here on CUTV.
CUTV News Center brings you the best in local news, weather, entertainment, and sports.
A new building is being constructed and it is estimated.
We take a look at our local temperatures for this morning. Right around Du Bois, we have 38 degrees.
Swimmer Diana Nyad and former pro hockey player Sean Avery.
With the PSAC preseason poll.
CUTV News Center, live, Thursdays at 5. CUTV. California. University. Television.
"15 minutes down, 45 minutes to go. California leads the way 14-3 over the Mercyhurst Lakers, and now they'll be getting the ball from their own 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
I see quite a few Vulcans fans making the trip up here. Of course, some of them probably alumni live in the Erie area as we're set up on a 3rd and 4 from the 10.
So Harris out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass. Looking down the middle, fires, and it's caught past the 20, I beg your pardon, taken down at about the 23.
Des Green once again showing the promise from trying to untie the tongue here. As you see, watch Harris he has a lot of time because he's getting good protection from his offensive line. And there you see, fires a pinpoint strike right to Des Green. That'll set up a 1st down and 10 for the 23.
So Harris will be lining up in the shotgun. Dropping back, he hands it off to his running back. Taking it up the far side. It looked like Grissom on the run. And it gets about maybe 4 or 5 yards. It'll set up 2nd and about 6.
And it's worth noting, Cody, California with 148 yards total offense in the first quarter. As you see Grissom not able to not able to find a hold, but he gets enough. But he gets a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play.
So 14-15 and running left to go in the second quarter. It is 2nd down and 7. Harris out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, and he has a sidecar with him. Dropping back to pass, screen pass, near side, caught at the 25, and that's where he's met and taken down. Right at where he caught the pass, it'll be a loss of about 1 yard.
Well, actually, they're going to say he got back to the original line of scrimmage, and there's Colin Kimball, one of the players we were keeping an eye on for the Lakers. Smorey's wide open, but watch. He's got Kimball right there, right in front of him, and another defender that looked like it might have been, well, we couldn't tell who it was, but nonetheless, Alex Smith, I believe it was, number 8. So that sets up the 3rd down play here for California.
3rd down for the Vulcans, a big 3rd down in their own territory. Harris dropping back to pass, fires up the middle, it's incomplete. Takes a bounce at about the 33-yard line, and that'll be 4th down for the Vulcans. We'd expect to see Surratt and company take the field.
And it's a rare drop we saw on that play from Luke Smorey. He's been very dependable for the plays he's been in for the Vulcans this year, so it's a little bit of a surprise, but nonetheless, Vulcans still with a 11-point lead, and Andrew Surratt should be licking his chops as he's going to have the wind at his back. It's going to be Colin Kimball, one of the deep backs for the Lakers, and he's been known to take a couple to the house, Cody.
So Surratt takes the snap, punt is away, it's spiraling sideways, retrieved at about the 30-yard line, across the 40 to the 45, taken down just short of midfield. He's going to be stopped at about the 49-yard line, so Mercyhurst will start the next drive from right around midfield.
And we saw Kimball he just found the lane and took it up there, but you take a look at Mercyhurst's schedule. They had a very difficult start to the season. They had the 8-hour bus ride out to Boston to take on Bentley, and then they had back-to-back-to-back. Westchester, Bloomsburg, IUP, a murderer's row, but they've been picking it up lately. They had a big win over crosstown rival Gannon, and then the win at Michigan Stadium over Slippery Rock, and that's really fired up this Lakers team. So still a lot of football left to be played, Cody. So it's 1st and 10.
Brendan Boylan is under center with 2 men in the backfield and 2 receivers on his left. He's dropping back to pass. No, he hands it off to his running back. Taken across midfield, down at about the 47-yard line for a gain of about 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 5.
And Brandon Brown Dukes eluded that first defender. It was Jawan Turner. Turner just could not wrap up BBD. Watch as he finds a seam and slips away from Turner, but Spencer Lynn providing the backup after the gain of 5 yards, setting up a 2nd down and 5 for the Lakers.
Brendan Boylan will line up under center. No receivers on the right. He has 2 on the left and a couple of men in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion from far to near side. It's a pitch to the outside. He cuts back to the middle, taken down very close to the 1st down marker. Looks like they're going to spot him right where it was, so it should be enough for a 1st down.
And that was Donnie Hall. Watch 85 roll in motion. It looked like they might have been trying a possible pass right, but Hall just finds the instincts, finds some clear space, and he's able to get the 1st down into California territory. So that'll set up a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
12:08 left to go in the second quarter. Boylan under center. Play action. Looking to pass. Sacked as he throws over to the far side, near side. That's caught inside the 10-yard line. Boylan was a millisecond away from getting sacked and got that pass off, and it's complete.
That was Dylan Bongiorni on the catch. Watch how California putting the pressure on Boylan, but he's somehow able to get this throw off. That was Turner hitting Boylan right as he releases the ball, and Bongiorni, he had a step or two on that Vulcans defender, so that's going to set up 1st and goal for the Lakers. They're going to be at the 7-yard line, and Cody, this is a big goal line stand here for this Vulcans defense.
We've seen them come through in the past, so we'll see what they have here. So it's 1st and goal. Boylan hands it off to his running back. He's going to be met pretty close to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and goal.
They're going to actually credit forward progress with a gain of 1 on that play. And Mercyhurst, I mean, they certainly know. Even though they they still have an outside chance at winning the PSAC West, although a lot has to happen. So they're not going down with the ship, as it were. So they still have a lot to play for. Also, in any event, it is second down and goal from the 6.
10:54 and running left to go in the second quarter. Boylan lines up his offensive squad. Dropping back to pass, looking left, now looks right, now keeps it for himself, darting up the middle, taken down inside the 5 at around the 3-yard line, so it'll be third down and goal.
And we saw R.J. Miller, the tight end, trying to get open. I think that's who Boylan was trying to throw to, but just couldn't find an opening, and then he just takes it himself before Turner and Jeff Knox Jr. stop him short of the goal line. So that'll set up a third down and goal from the 3. And Cody, you have to wonder, maybe 4-down territory? My gut feeling is not necessarily, because it's still very early in the game.
That's what I was going to say. Not this early in the game, but because you would want to get the for sure points. So Boylan lines up under center. He's dropping back to pass. Looking, rolling way out to his left. Fires it out of bounds on the far side, incomplete. So now it'll be fourth down and goal.
And you saw the pressure being brought by Spencer Lynn, Bronco Busick, the pair of senior linebackers, that forced Boylan to roll all the way to his left. So you watch the pump fake there, and you'll see more pressure. There's Lynn pursuing him, and Boylan's got no other option but to throw it away, because all his receivers in the end zone were covered, and they are going to go for it. We have a timeout actually on the field, I believe.
Timeout called by Mercyhurst.
And something we noticed about the Lakers, during their game against Mercyhurst, they went 4 for 4 on fourth down conversion. So Marty Schetzel not afraid to go for it. He's a coach who likes to take risks going for it on fourth down, and a lot of times it has paid off. So this is going to be a big play here to see what the Lakers decide.
The clock is stopped with 9 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The Vulcans are leading the Mercyhurst Lakers 14-3. Mercyhurst takes their first timeout of the first half, and California still has all 3 of theirs remaining. Coach Keller decided he does not wanted to use one yet.
So it's, like we were saying, Cody, a lot of football left to be played, but it's just
we've been surprised before.
Nothing surprises us, especially in the PSAC. Anything can happen. But we're getting back to Boylan for a second. His last 5 starts have all been wins. So he had a stretch earlier this year where 127 pass attempts without an interception. That was snapped 2 weeks ago against Edinburgh. Game played over at Erie Veterans Memorial Stadium. So we talked about how Harris has been effective, but Boylan's really been a spark plug for this offense. So a big fourth down play here for the Lakers. 9:57 left, Cody.
They are going for it. Fourth down and goal. Boylan is under center. Takes the snap. Rolling out to his right. Looking to pass, fires into the end zone, and it's caught for the Laker touchdown. The fourth down gamble pays off, and it puts 6 points on the board for the Lakers. 14-9 pending the extra point.
Steven Yarbrough just really buying time as Boylan unable to find his first couple options as the defense just swarmed on him. But then you see Yarbrough just getting open, beating his defenders, and the quick and easy pass by Boylan. So like I said, fortune favors the bold, and Marty Schetzel is certainly showing a lot of boldness here.
Dylan Condis sends the kick up, and it splits the uprights. It is good, so the extra point is successful with 9 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Your score, California 14, Mercyhurst 10. You are watching California Vulcans football here on CUTV.
You can relive all of the action from your favorite CUTV program today. From regional championships to high school football, you can take home your favorite CUTV game or event to relive anytime. Just send a return address and DVD information with $16.95 per DVD to 250 University Avenue, care of CUTV. Order today.
Condis getting ready to kick off after Mercyhurst puts 7 points on the board to make the score 14-10. California still with the lead. Condis sends the kick away, and it's going to be retrieved at about the 9-yard line. Return man for California is across the 20, across the 25, to the 30, to the 35 before he's finally brought down. The ball is loose. The ball is loose. Mercyhurst is signaling that they have it.
Robertson on the return.
Unbelievable.
We'll see who comes out of it. It looks like it's going to be Mercyhurst's ball.
And Robertson a little slow to get up. But man, what a costly turnover for California. Usually being helped, as we see Robertson being helped off the field by his teammates. But when you see Robertson tries to find a lane, and then
Lakers will have it 1st and 10.
We can see who
at the Cal 37-yard line.
Just like, got stripped out.
Yeah, it looks like that was 83, I believe. 93 Dylan Condis, the kicker, with the recovery. So just this is dangerous. Right now, the Vulcans, pardon the pun, they're playing with fire here as the Lakers will set up at the California 37-yard line.
So they'll get the ball back right away inside enemy territory. 9:44 left to go in the second. 1st down and 10. Boylan, I beg your pardon, sends it up the middle. That's caught, but he's hit immediately right at about the 34-yard line. Looks like they'll spot him just short of the 1st down marker, so it'll be 2nd and 1.
It was John Matarazzo, the tight end, with the catch. And excuse me, and it's again, they're targeting the tight ends. That's been a problem the last couple games for this California defense. That'll set up now a 2nd down and 2 from the 29. They need to get to the 27.
Brendan Boylan sets up his offensive squad. He lines up under center. California showing blitz. Here it comes. Boylan fumbles the snap. California's saying they have it.
We'll wait to see what the officials say if they clear the scrum.
California signaling that they have it. And it is California ball. They get the ball right back after a fumbled snap by Brendan Boylan.
Damon Pierce, the redshirt freshman out of Chester, with the recovery. Well, you want to talk about a lucky break. And Boylan just mishandles the snap, fumbles it, and Pierce that's like right in front of him, said, "Oh, I'll take that, thank you very much." So that's probably the easiest fumble recovery you're going to ever see if you're California. And we see Grissom is now out at running back for the Vulcans on 1st and 10 from the 30. We'll try and get an update on Roberson if we have anything available.
So now Harris sends a pitch reverse to Gary Brown, running over to the far side. He gets met in the backfield, though. Flags come in after the hit. We'll see what the call is, but pending the spot. He was taken down right around the original line of scrimmage.
And the flags came right as he was being tackled. So, again, we'll...
That is an automatic 1st down for California. The penalty was a face mask against Mercyhurst.
Well, Benji Abercrombie watches as you see the pitch to Brown. Brown runs right, but they pick him up, and I don't think, there was definitely a face mask, but I think they hit the wrong player on it because Abercrombie, 92, was a couple yards away from the tackle, but nonetheless, a big break for California, 1st and 10 for the 45.
So with that automatic 1st down, it is 1st and 10, 8.5 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Harris under center. Play action, looking to pass, looking down the middle, air mails it to Kawan Scott, overthrows him by a couple of yards. It falls incomplete.
That was a good idea there by Harris. It's just, I think it got caught up in the airstream or the jet stream rather, and about a yard or two out of Kawan Scott's reach. But
we've seen Kawan Scott make a couple big plays in this game early on.
And that's what we've seen ever since freshman year 2 years ago. So he's just been that big play threat along with Brown. But now it's going to be a 2nd down and 10.
Harris will line up out of the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, couple of tight ends. He hands it off to his running back. Taking it up the middle, across midfield, down to about the 49-yard line. That's going to set up 3rd down and about 4.
And that was Grissom on the carry, and they're going to call it a gain of 5. They've got him right at midfield as you see Harris taking the snap out of the shotgun. And watch Roberson just following his offensive line. There you see, once again, that was Moorhead, 77, clearing a pass that sets up the 3rd and 5.
So now Harris out of the shotgun with 2 sidecars. Get ready to go on 3rd and 5. He hands it off to Fiore this time. He takes it up the far side, and they're going to spot him just short of the first down marker.
So now we're seeing Fiore come into the game, so that it looks like California's going to punt, but there you see Fiore, usually the change of pace back, tries to muscle his way for a first down, but it gets swarmed under by several Lakers defenders, so that'll set up a punt situation, and you see Kimball is back deep for the Lakers, along with 29, Dorian Stevens.
So Andrew Surratt will get set to punt away. 7:08 left to go in the second. Here's the punt. It's a very high punt, leaning towards the far side. It's going to take a bounce inside the 10, but then go to the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And there you see the regional rankings, Cody. A lot of big games being played in Super Region 1. You have Concord hosting Notre Dame College, who beat number 7 ranked Shepherd earlier this season. So if Notre Dame of Ohio pulls off the upset, that could shake things up. Winston-Salem's got a big number 4 seed, has a big game against they're at Fayetteville State rather. The number 8th ranked team, Virginia State, who California beat in the first game of the season. They got a rivalry game against Virginia Union that could decide their division title. And then you see Charleston sneaking in there as well. So of course and then Westchester, they're at East Stroudsburg. That's another rivalry game. So we could see a lot of upsets that could shake up the regional rankings. Back to live action, 1st and 10.
Brendan Boylan dropping back to pass. Going to keep it for himself. Gets taken down just past the 20-yard line. Looks like he might have gotten a short gain to prevent the sack. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 8.
Boylan, I think he clearly looking to pass, but he just could not find a receiver. So he'll just get a gain of about 2 yards before Jordan Lardani, 42, and Adam Mahoshi, 98, stop him after the gain of 3.
So 2nd down for the Lakers. 14-10, the Vulcans lead with 6:23 left to go in the second. Boylan hands it off to his running back. That's Brown Dukes. He's trying to cut up to the outside, but taken down in the backfield for a loss. So California's defense stepping up high on that one. It'll be 3rd down and maybe about 10 or 11.
And then you see Lardani again on the stop, but you still watch his BBD here. He's rolling to his right, and there's Bowman. He eludes Bowman, but he cannot elude Lardani. So that'll set up as you said, Cody, that sets up a big 3rd and 8 for California.
It's 3rd and 8, I beg your pardon. I thought he was back a little farther, but you're right, it's 3rd and 8.
It's still a loss, so it's still a tackle for loss, but sometimes from our angle it's hard to tell.
5:42 left to go in the second. 3rd down and 8. Boylan out of the shotgun, looking wide left, fires, and it's going to be caught at the 40. The receiver takes it out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. That's a big 3rd down conversion for the Lakers.
Bongiorni just wide open on that play as Kimball gets some good protection from his offensive line. You see the double team there on the one Vulcans defender, and then Bongiorni, he's about 3 or 4 yards away from the nearest Vulcans defender as he catches it. So California's got to do a better job.
It's 1st down and 10 from the Mercyhurst 44-yard line. Boylan dropping back to pass. Fires up the middle. That's caught across midfield. Jumps away from one defender. Breaks with another tackle and gets taken down finally at about the 33-yard line. So 2 back-to-back 1st down conversions for the Lakers.
And that was Yarbrough on the catch. Watch as he bounces after the catch. Take a look at how he bounces off the one defender. That's Josh Page, 23. He eludes him, and then he's unable to elude a couple other Vulcan defenders, but still not before he gets the 1st down at the California 34-yard line. So the Lakers are just driving with about 5 minutes left.
Boylan will line up under center. 1st down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Looking to pass. Throws up the middle. It's caught at about the 21-yard line. Again, another 1st down conversion for the Lakers.
That's R.J. Miller, the tight end, right as he was falling, able to just concentrate on the ball. Watches, again, he's getting a lot of time. And you see just right there, Miller not even touched, just stumbles a little bit, but he's still able to make the catch. So right now, this California defense getting a little picked apart on this drive.
4:21 left to go in the second quarter. Mercyhurst with the ball on the California 21-yard line. 1st down and 10. Boylan Hands it off to his running back. That's Brown Dukes. Brown Dukes juking to the outside. Goes to about the 15-yard line after a gain of about 7 yards. So it'll be second down and about 4.
And that was after he was able to just bounce off the defender. Watch BBD go to, he gets the hole cleared by the offensive lineman. That was Jordan Farrow, 79, clearing a path for Bowden. And there you see the stiff arm on Arnell Farmer as BBD is going down. So that sets up a second down and 5 from the 16-yard line.
3:35 left to go in the second. Boylan is under center. Second down and 5. Pumps, throws up the middle. It's caught inside the 10. He gets taken down just short of the goal line. So California's defense stops him before he can go into the end zone. Mercyhurst will have to commit at least one more play to get a score.
And that's Yarbrough once again, wide open. Take a look here from the end zone cam. There is nobody covering Yarbrough on the California defense. That's why he's just on that play. In any event, it's going to be a first down and goal from the 1.
So now Mercyhurst will line up in a goal line formation. No receivers wide, just a couple men in the backfield. He hands it off to his running back. Trying to break up to the outside, but gets met for a short loss at about the 3-yard line. It's going to be second and goal.
That's a step-up play right there. You see Busick looks like was one of the players in on the stop. So that's we watch on the replay here. See Brown Duke seeing the open, but there he runs right into Busick, and that's a big play right there for California. A loss of 1 on the play, second to go from the 2.
Now Mercyhurst lines up in a goal line formation once again. A couple of tight ends go in motion. Boylan is under center. He takes the snap, looking to pass. Fires to the corner, and it's overthrown, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field.
And it looks like they're going to hit Tyrone Taylor for pass interference. Those are the kind of penalties that drive coaches crazy, but we'll wait for the official call from the referee.
So it's going to give the Lakers a fresh set of downs, first down and goal. With the penalty, since it's so close to the end zone, will be half the distance, which is about a yard
1 yard,
or so.
yeah, but it resets the chain of downs there. You see the contact by Taylor on 88, Andrew Miller, the tight end. So, and that's been an issue for California all year long. Up until that point, they've been very disciplined, few penalties, but now it could be costly.
So Mercyhurst gets 4 retries. As Boylan, it looks like, kept it for himself this time. And he's into the end zone for the Mercyhurst Laker touchdown. Boylan keeps it for himself this time, putting some points on the board, 16-14, pending the extra point.
I mean, that's all it was, just a simple run up the gut by Boylan. He just follows his offense, follows the scrum and waltzes right in. And these are why the penalties are just, they're almost, it's just coaches get really upset, especially after another 4-minute, 46-second drive by the Lakers.
Condescends the kick up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. With 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. Actually, I think we have another penalty on the field after this extra point attempt.
Oh, I don't think. Well, that was referee Lee Page, not.
It is offsides against California, but they decline it and take the result. So with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the second quarter, Mercyhurst takes the lead 17-14. You are watching Vulcans football on CUTV.
First published in the 1880s, the California Times is the oldest student media at California University. Circulating 3,000 issues weekly on campus and in the surrounding community, the Times' mission is to deliver fair and balanced news to the student population of California University. All students are welcome to be a part of the California Times. Our offices are located in the Natali Student Union. Keep up to date with the Times online at www.caltimes.org, Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. 29 down, 4 letters to describe excellence in college television. I know. CUTV, California University Television.
The Mercyhurst Lakers take the lead back 17-14 after a quarterback keeper by Mercyhurst to get them the lead back 17-14, and we just saw the kickoff go back to California. The return man made his way to about the 35-yard line.
That's where they're gonna set it up, Cody. Tyrone Taylor on the return. There you see James Harris leading his offense on the field, and we also see Roberson back in the game. So that's a good sign for the California offense on 1st and 10 for the 35.
2:06 left to go in the second quarter. James Harris lines up out of the shotgun. Fires up the far side. That is looks like it's caught right on the sideline, and they are going to move the chains. That's enough for a first down.
Gary Brown right there on the catch, and Harris just quick release, gets it out, and just a good athleticism right there by Gary Brown for the catch. 1st and 10 for the 46.
Harris out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass, looking left, fires down the middle. That's caught at about the 30-yard line. He scrambles for about 5 more yards after the catch. That's going to move the chains once again for the Vulcans.
And Luke Smorey once again. At first, I honestly thought this pass was intended for Des Green. He's right in the flight path of the ball, but just a good job by Smorey to thread the needle right there. 1st and 10 from the 25.
So Harris will line up with 2 receivers wide left and 1 to the right. Dropping back to pass, fires up the middle. It's caught by Gary Brown. Brown's taken down at about the 26-yard line. Flag comes in as the hit was being made.
It was a gain of 5, but flag thrown way back there by one of the back officials, so we'll wait and see what it is. We'll get the call officially from referee Lee Page, but it may be going against Mercyhurst. We shall see.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 43.
It is going to be a face mask personal foul penalty against Mercyhurst, so that will give California a new set of downs after this penalty.
And we'll wait and see who the face mask was on, but once again, just like we saw earlier, that's 43, Joe Deaver, junior defensive back, grabbing the face mask of Gary Brown as he's taking him down. So that's the second time we have seen that today from Mercyhurst, Cody.
Yeah. So Harris will line up out of the shotgun, rolling out to his right. He's dropping back to pass, fires to the end zone. It's batted down, incomplete. James Harris going for the end zone, comes up empty. It'll be 2nd and 10.
He was firing that for Gary Brown. He had him wide open, but as we'll see here on the replay, keep an eye on the left side of your screen. Watch 21, Michael Foster, come into your picture and just bat the ball away right as it was almost right about a yard away from Brown. So that'll set up a 2nd down now for the Vulcans.
Harris will line up out of the shotgun with a sidecar on his left, dropping back to pass, fires a quick pass up the middle. That's caught at about the 5-yard line, taken down inside the 10. They're going to spot him at about the 4 or the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and short.
And you see Des Green on the catch. So I don't think this is 4-down territory, Cody. I mean, we've been proven wrong before, but James Harris, not exactly. We're in the last minute of play here, and Harris is taking his time, so it makes you wonder if California's going to call a timeout to say, try and grind the clock down, which is.
There's 12 seconds left on the play clock, now 10. 40 seconds left to go on the game clock. California's walking towards their sidelines. You would expect them to call a timeout right as the play clock is going to expire. And there's Coach Keller walking onto the field, calling the timeout.
And we've seen, I think that's a smart strategy to call the timeout as Mike Keller did, because you're burning. We now have 32 seconds left, so that way you're minimizing the amount of time that Mercyhurst has to get the ball back. Although ironically enough, we've seen already today they've had a couple of very long drives. There you see the Vulcans' schedule. You saw last week's game against Gannon forfeited. That really killed California's momentum. They had won 6 straight going into last week's game, and now if they win this game today, they will clinch the PSA berth
in the PSAC state game next week against Bloomsburg's. Otherwise, if they lose this game and don't go to the state game, they'll close out the season with Lock Haven. So, and it's just a really awkward situation last week, but the only thing I will say was it was handled appropriately on all fronts by the administration. So now we're back to live action on 3rd down and goal.
32 seconds left to go in the first half, or the second quarter if you prefer. James Harris will line up his offensive squad at about the 5-yard line. 3rd down and about 4. Harris airmails it to the near side. That is incomplete. Flag comes in as the pass was being dropped. We expect it to be pass interference, but we'll wait for the call.
And that's what the one official is signaling. We'll wait for a call again for the referee, but yes, that is what it looks like it will be, Cody, and that will.
That is an automatic first down for the Vulcans, so they'll get 4 tries at the end zone.
And watch Deontay Huggins, number 1, just the contact right there on Des Green. You could have also made an argument for defensive holding, but nonetheless, that's a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal from the 2, and almost the exact same situation Mercyhurst had on their last touchdown drive.
So 27 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Harris will line up under center. Only one receiver wide to the right. He hands off to his running back. That's Roberson pushing through, and he's into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. The Vulcans put 6 more points on the board to answer Mercyhurst's quick touchdown. It's 20-17 pending the extra point.
And just keep an eye on the way Roberson just keeps his legs moving as he's going to the end zone. And there, once again, you see the offensive line helping clear that path, but he just... And Terrell Roberson does arrest himself. Again, we're seeing some great effort from this offensive line today.
So Cody Nuzzo will be set to kick the extra point. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. With 22 seconds left to go in the second quarter, your score, California 21, Mercyhurst 17. You are watching Vulcans football on CUTV.
Save preset 1 for CalU's best music. More music in the car. More music in the door. More music everywhere. This is 91.9 WCAL Power 92. The home of the Vulcan Nation. Playing CalU's best music. 91.9 WCAL. WCAL Power 92.
Cody Nuzzo ready to send the kick away after California gets a touchdown on the board to give them the lead back with 22 seconds left to go in the first half.
And depending on where Mercyhurst ends up with the ball, I wouldn't be surprised if they just take a knee and go into the locker room rather than do anything risky, but here we go.
Cody Nuzzo sends a line drive kick down the middle. It's going to roll out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And like you were saying, Creighton, let's take a look at the touchdown here again. This Terrell Roberson just weaving his way in and out of the defense, and as you said, keeping the legs moving.
Yeah, and you also saw a lot, just the offensive line just clearing everybody out. We saw, I played Tyler Pearson, 67, Zach Moorhead, 77. They just, and of course that line anchored by the center, Jack Abercrombie. It's that offensive line that's just they've been getting the pass open, but it looks like Mercyhurst may try and take a shot at the end zone here.
Well, Mercyhurst lines up. There's 22 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Brendan Boylan out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass, looking, rolling out to his right, dumps it to about the 29-yard line where it's caught. Receiver fumbles the ball. It goes out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock with 13 seconds left.
And Yarbrough, slightly slow to get up, but he's able to get up there. But I mean, that's a first down, and it looks like Mercyhurst is going to call a timeout. Yarbrough in some noticeable pain right there.
So Mercyhurst takes their second time out of the game.
And here you see, here you see an incredible push there by Jake Green, 51 on Jeff Knox Jr. in the backfield, and then Yarbrough, and there you see another block by Mercyhurst, and there you see the ball. There you see Yarbrough fumble the ball out of bounds as he's getting tackled, and there you see Marty Schatzel, the head coach for the Lakers, talking to his charges. And we mentioned the athletic director Joe Kimball was Schatzel's predecessor. This is Coach Schatzel's 13th season as head coach of the Lakers. He's a graduate of Bucknell University, so it's just, this is really, and Cody, this is a beautiful, picturesque fall setting here.
It's kind of cold for one,
yes,
but
Tullio Field, named after the former mayor of the city of Erie, Louis Tullio, and who incidentally was the very first head coach of Gannon's football program back in 1949. And then a few years later, that program went out until the Gannon reinstated the program. But nonetheless, we are back to live action, 1st and 10.
13 seconds left. Mercyhurst with one last hurrah here. Brendan Boylan out of the shotgun. Dropping back, looking down the middle, fires to the near side. It's caught inside the 40. He gets taken down in bounds, though. They're going to stop the clock with 6 seconds left, and the receiver for Mercyhurst is down.
That is Drew Robinson. That is Drew Robinson, the running back. And watch how Boylan just gets a lot of protection. He fires it. He's going for the sidelines, and then you see the tackle right there. Arnell Farmer and Devontae Super, 21, in on the stop. There you see Super. He's a redshirt freshman out of Coatesville. He's another one of the defenders that's going to be seeing a lot more time with all the injuries and other circumstances. But take a look at this play here. It's just Boylan's just had a lot of time. We talk about Cal's offensive line, but you also look at Mercyhurst's offensive line. Geisen, Bo Belinsky, Jordan Farrow, Jake Green, Dustin Rogelia. I mean, they've just been done. Both offensive lines have done yeoman's work here today. We haven't seen a lot of sacks in this game. We have seen a couple tackles for loss, but they have been getting pressure, but they're not getting the sacks. So it's just going to be one of those real knockdown, drag-out brawls as you see defensive coordinator Mike Lopez trying to get his defense fired up with 6.1 seconds left, Cody. And my gut feeling is they may try and take at least one shot at the end zone because Mercyhurst has one timeout left, and I don't think they called a timeout. This is an injury timeout because remember they're still tending to Drew Robinson out there on the sidelines. So you certainly hate to see that under those circumstances. They are going to.
Mercyhurst still takes a timeout, though, so that they don't have to sacrifice any time whenever it starts running. So.
And that is their last timeout. I think they had to call it because now, I thought my understanding of the rules was if that's an injury that they would have had to be charged a timeout, but nonetheless, or that's I'm probably wrong on that interpretation, but it's a moot point since they announced timeout. So in any event, this is really a big moment. This could very well be a momentum changer if Mercyhurst can convert on this play and they go in the locker room after scoring a touchdown
with the lead.
Yes,
with the lead, let alone.
That's a game changer right there. So it's going to be gut check time for the Vulcans defense. 1st and 10 from the 30.
All right, here we go. Brendan Boylan will line up his offensive squad at the 30-yard line. He's out of the shotgun. 6 seconds left to work with. He's dropping back to pass. And he's going to be taken down at about the 40-yard line for the sack. Time is going to expire. And the score stays the same at the half.
And, it's ironic. We were talking about no sacks, and there's one right there to end the first half. Boylan looking a little gimpy. I thought he was looking a little gimpy as he walking off, but he appears fine. So what a first half, Cody.
First half score, California 21, Mercyhurst 17. We still got the second half coming your way. Don't go anywhere. The second half is next here on CUTV.
Don't miss a second of the exciting 2014 California University Vulcans football season. Whether home or away, CUTV is your home for Vulcans football. Watch every step of the way as Coach Keller and the Vulcans strive for a PSAC title and NCAA playoff berth. Your home for Vulcan football, CUTV.
High School Roundup is your place for local high school coverage. From highlights of the game of the week to all of the scores and standings from around the region, local high school fans will be ready when the lights come on Friday night. High School Roundup only on CUTV.
First published in the 1880s, the California Times is the oldest student media at California University. Circulating 3,000 issues weekly on campus and in the surrounding community, the Times' mission is to deliver fair and balanced news to the student population of California University. All students are welcome to be a part of the California Times. Our offices are located in the Natali Student Union. Keep up to date with the Times online at www.caltimes.org, Facebook, and follow us on Twitter.
You can relive all of the action from your favorite CUTV program today. From regional championships to high school football, you can take home your favorite CUTV game or event to relive anytime. Just send a return address and DVD information with $16.95 per DVD to 250 University Avenue, care of CUTV. Order today.
It's 21-17 after one half of play here at MERCYHURST University. The California Vulcans hanging on to a 4-point lead. Let's take a quick look at the halftime stats, Greg.
And we're seeing California, seeing both teams really taking advantage of the winning with the aerial attack. Mercyhurst having a slight edge in total yardage, and you see a lot of almost even right down the board, except for those penalties. Mercyhurst with 4 penalties, California with 2. So Cody Nuzzo about to kick it off, and away we go, Cody.
Cody Nuzzo ready to kick off from right to left. He sends the kick away. It's going to the near side, retrieved at about the 7-yard line. Return man for Mercyhurst is across to the 30-yard line. He gets pushed a little bit, but then taken down right at about the 30-yard line. That is where Mercyhurst will start their first drive.
Dorian Stevens on the return. Alex Beasley for Cal with the stop. And worth noting, Harris, 11 for 18 for 174 yards. Boylan, 15 for 19 for 217 yards. And Yarbrough's been his favorite receiver. Six catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown, but he's spreading it out a little bit, so keep an eye on that as it's 1st and 10 for the 30.
So Brendan Boylan will be setting up his squad, 1st down and 10. Takes the snap, hands it off to his running back. He's taking it up the middle for a very short gain, if anything. Looks like they'll give him a couple.
It's Brandon Brown Dukes on the carry. California's held him in check for the most part. He's only had 26 yards net rushing in the first half. But again, that's a gain of 3 on a play, Cody. And I mean, this is really a critical drive for California here, defensively at least.
14:20 left to go in the third quarter. Second half just underway. It is 2nd down and about 7. Boylan dropping back to pass, fires up the middle. That's caught in midair right at midfield. The receiver goes backwards a tiny bit. He's taken down right around midfield. It's enough for a 1st down.
That was an impressive job by Stephen Yarbrough to leap and make the catch on that play, beating out Spencer Lynn. Watches Boylan just goes back and he fires away, and just very fortuitous there by Yarbrough to make the leap, and that'll set up a 1st and 10 from the 48.
So 1st down and 10 for the Lakers. Brendan Boylan lines up under center. Brown Dukes in the backfield. Dropping back. He hands it off to him. He's taking it up the middle. Going to be met at the original line of scrimmage for no gain. If anything, they might give him a yard. They are. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9.
And that was a good job by the California defense not to buy what
the play fake. Watch as Boylan looked like he was going to pass, but then instead he answered it off to Brown Dukes. And Spencer Lynn, Jeff Knox Jr., Juwan Turner, they weren't buying it. So, and they're actually marking it. Yeah, they are marking it at the 49. It sets up a 2nd and 9.
So 2nd down and 9 from very close to midfield. Boylan is under center, ready to go into enemy territory. Takes the snap, play action, looking to pass. He's hurried, fires it to the far or near side. That's incomplete, taking a bounce inside the 40-yard line, so it's going to set up 3rd down and 9.
That was intended for Dylan Bongiorni, but the pass thrown a little bit wide right, and a lot of that, you got to credit Spencer Lynn with putting the pressure on Boylan, and I think that might have had an impact on the direction of that pass. So this is a big 3rd down and 9 play here for California. Lakers converted 2 of 5 from 3rd down, so this is a big defensive play here for the Vulcans.
12:56 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Boylan out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass, looking down the middle, fires, it's caught in enemy territory, past the 1st down marker to about the 34-yard line or 35. That'll move the chains for a 1st down.
That was Brad Novak, a freshman, just first time we've called his name today. Watch as Boylan drops back and he just fires a perfect strike to Novak. Novak just, the California defenders were trying to converge on him, but he was just able to get down to the 35-yard line. So once again, it's been another problem for California. There are times they just have not been able to get that 3rd down stop.
So 1st down and 10 for the Lakers. In enemy territory now. Brendan Boylan under center. Couple receivers bunched up to the right and one man in the backfield, and he hands it off to him. That's Brown Dukes. Taking it up the middle for a gain of about maybe 5 yards. He's met at about the 30-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd down and about 5.
We'll see where they mark it. They gave him forward progress to the 30. And watch as Brown Dukes he eludes the one defender. You'll see 23, Josh Page, eludes that one first tackle, and he just pushes the pile up to where they're actually going to spot it at the 29-yard line. So that's a 2nd down and 6. 11:48 left on the clock running.
So 2nd down for the Lakers. Man goes in motion from far to near side. Boylan under center. California showing blitz. Here it comes. Gets the pass away, though. It's caught at the 30. Across the 20. Inside the 10. Inside the 15, I beg your pardon. Hurtling over the defense. Going out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. That's going to move the chains for the Lakers once again.
It's TJ Latimer, the fullback, on the catch. Watches, you see Busick. Good job by the offensive line to pick up the blitz, and Latimer just wide open, nobody covering. And there you see the attempting to hurdle over the receiver before Arnell Farmer takes him out of bounds. But Cody, we're seeing so far, this is almost another 4-minute drive by the Lakers. That's how they've been very effective with these long, sustained drives.
Time management, definitely an important aspect to the game, as there's 11:07 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Boylan under center, hands it off to his running back. That's Brown Dukes. He's met very early on, though. They're going to give him a short gain of about 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Mercyhurst, again, like you were saying, Cody, that clock management, they're grinding out the clock, keeping it on the ground. And remember the last game, last time these two teams met last year at Adamson Stadium, they had one of their touchdown drives in the 4th quarter ran over 6 minutes. So this is a 8 minutes and 28 seconds late in the 4th quarter. So this is not their first rodeo, that's for sure.
Boylan under center, looking to pass. Throws it into the end zone, and it's caught for the Laker touchdown. Mercyhurst on their first drive of the 2nd half gets the lead right back with the touchdown, 23-21, pending the extra point.
A 4-minute 39 drive capped off by the touchdown catch by R.J. Miller, and looked like that pass might have gotten tipped at the line of scrimmage, but Miller able to stay with it. And again, for the 3rd game in a row, California is getting burned by the tight ends, and that could come back to bite them.
Now Condis sends the kick up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. With 10 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, your score, Mercyhurst 24, California 21. You are watching California Vulcans football on CUTV.
Don't miss a second of the exciting 2014 California University Vulcans football season. Whether home or away, CUTV is your home for Vulcans football. Watch every step of the way as Coach Keller and the Vulcans strive for a PSAC title and NCAA playoff berth. Your home for Vulcan football, CUTV.
Mercyhurst strikes back to start out the second half to get the lead back 24-21 over the California Vulcans here with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. As Condis sends the kick away, retrieved at about the 10-yard line by the Vulcans. He's taken up to about the 30-yard line where he gets taken down after a big hit on the stop.
That was Vashawn Williams on the stop. That's quite a massive hit, taking down Roberson at the 31-yard line. I think we may have a penalty here as we see the referee going over to the sidelines. We do have a penalty.
So it is an offsides call against Mercyhurst, and it is going to be added 5 yards onto the kick return.
And they're setting up quickly at the 35-yard line.
First down and 10. James Harris and company line up, ready to go and try to get the lead right back. It's shaping out to be one of those shootout styles of games as Harris fires a screen pass over to the far side. It's caught by Kawan Scott, and he runs out of bounds right around the first down marker. Looks like they'll give him enough for a first.
No, they aren't. They are marking him 1 yard short at the 9. Watch a quick screen pass by Harris. Scott gets open, and he tries to get to the first down marker, but he's unsuccessful. Spotted at the 44. That'll set up a 2nd down and 1.
So thank you for that, Crane. I had have a little bit better eyes than me, but it's 2nd down and 1. Harris hands it off to his running back. He's met very early on, right at the line of scrimmage, still going to be short of the first down. Roberson on the run there.
That was 38, Pat Bame on the stop. Watch as he wraps up Roberson a yard or two behind the line of scrimmage, but Roberson able to at least get back to the original line. They're going hurry up, 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and short for the Vulcans. Harris is under center. Couple receivers on each side. Screen pass to the far side, it's caught. That's enough for a first down. Scrambles across midfield, taken down to about the 46-yard line. That'll move the chains.
Once again, the quick screen out to Kawan Scott, and they are going a little bit of a hurry up here. But watch, once again, like we saw the first down play, Cody, the quick screen, and Kawan Scott getting those extra yards after the catch. That'll mark it at the 47 of Mercyhurst, 1st and 10.
9:19 left to go in the third quarter. James Harris out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass, fires up the middle, and it's almost caught at the 20, but in and out of the bread basket of his intended target.
That was Kawan Scott. Usually catches that on the fly, but watch as Harris is getting pressured by Pat Beam again. It's just on the left side of the screen, and just Scott had it, and he knows he should have had it, but nonetheless, that'll set up a 2nd and 10.
So Harris going long on first down, sets up 2nd down and 10. Driving back, it's a draw to his running back. That's Grissom. Grissom takes it up the far side for a gain of maybe about 2 or 3 yards. It'll set up 2nd and 8.
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8, I beg your pardon. Thank you.
So what's in there? Again, they're going to the right side, and we've seen this all day long. The rushing offenses for both teams they've been stymied. So both teams been getting it done through the air. Now a big 3rd and 8 for the Vulcans here.
8:40 left to go in the third. James Harris out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass. Air mails it down the far side. It's tipped away. Incomplete.
That was a clean breakup by Tevin Stewart. A very clean breakup there. And we'll see as Scott, once again, we see Harris just firing it right down the field, but right at the last second, you see no contact, and he just bats it away. So that's just some good defense there by Tevin Stewart.
That's the punt. For Cal, number 30.
So Andrew Surratt will take the field, ready to punt away for the Vulcans. 8.5 left to go in the third. There goes the punt. It's a very high punt. It's going to be fair caught at the 4-yard line. So Mercyhurst has has their heels up against the wall, metaphorically speaking, for their next drive.
And we're going to, again, look at the PSAC West standings. You see California, Gannon, Slippery Rock all tied for first place. You see Mercyhurst and Indy IUP, they're tied at 5 and 3. And we were noting again earlier, Cody, as this game was going on here on East 38th Street, Gannon and IUP are squaring off over in downtown area. And the last update we had was 14 all in the third quarter. So as that game's going on, this game's going on, you imagine both teams in the area are keeping an eye on the scoreboards. And there you see that if Cal wins, they will clinch the PSAC West. But if Gannon wins and Slippery Rock loses, Gannon would win the West. So back to live action, first down.
Boylan dropping back to pass from his own end zone, guns it to the near side. That's caught at the... Oh my goodness, there was a little bit of a strip pass maybe at the 35-yard line. It popped out of the receiver's hands and got caught by another Mercyhurst receiver. I need another look at this one.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that was you see the pass, you saw, Bongiorni wide open. He beats Taylor and watches Taylor strips the ball away, but he's already down, so I thought he was down as Taylor stripped the ball, and it landed right in the hand of the other Mercyhurst player. So, in my opinion, Lakers are getting a break on.
It's first down and 10 from the 40 either way. So Boylan will line up under center, dropping back to pass, looking down the far near side. That is caught. No, it's not. He was out of bounds, trying to make the catch. He came down with it, but had his feet out of bounds.
TJ Latimer looked like he had his right foot out of bounds as he caught the ball, and he had the defender beat. So take a look at the pass again, going to the right side, and yeah, feet clearly out of bounds. So that'll set up a 2nd and 10 from the 41. And you notice, Cody, Boylan has been targeting the right side of that defense, especially Taylor, because we haven't seen a lot of Taylor this year.
2nd down and 10. Boylan firing far side this time. That's caught, cutting back up the middle across midfield to about the 44-yard line. That's enough for a Laker first down.
Yarbrough once again on the catch. He's now well over 100 yards to the game, and watches he's getting a lot of protection in the pocket, and Yarbrough catching it at the 45, gets a few extra yards into California territory. So Mercyhurst just taking their time, just like they did last year. And California's defense, they haven't really had an answer.
So 7:20 left to go in the third and running. Boylan is under center. Takes the snap, play action, looking to pass, pumps, now guns it down the middle towards the end zone, and it is caught in the end zone for the Laker touchdown. Boylan, 45 yards out, finds his man in the end zone. It's 30-21 pending the extra point.
And if you don't think California misses Aaron Terry in the secondary, just take a look at this play. Boylan getting a lot of protection in the pocket, chucks one down the field. Yarbrough, he gets a step on Taylor, and he just waltzes right in for the touchdown. So now California really with their backs against the wall, as it's now 30-21 pending the extra point.
96-yard drive by Mercyhurst. Dylan Condis sends the kick up, and it splits the uprights. It is good with 7 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Your score, Mercyhurst 31, California 21. Stay tuned for more of the third quarter of Vulcans football here on CUTV.
Since 1937, the Student Association Incorporated, known as SAI, has served the CalU student body by providing activities, programs, and services. Every enrolled student has the ability to take part in over 125 different clubs and organizations. Managing participation in every SAI activity is easy with OrgSync, a powerful tool for staying connected. Located 1 mile from campus, the SAI farm has 94 acres of meeting and recreational space. SAI, it's your student association.
CUTV. California University television.
(31-21). Your score was 7:05 left to go in the third. Dylan Condis set to send the kick away to California. It gets retrieved at the 24-yard line. Return man busts up the middle to gain maybe about 10 or 15 yards on the return. So like Mercyhurst answering with 2 unanswered scores of their own.
And that was Alex Beasley on the one of the up men in on the catch. On the return rather. So so this is really a critical possession for California. They
37-yard line.
And they're not wasting any time.
First down and 10 from California's own 37-yard line. Harris dropping back to pass. Guns it to the near side. That is intercepted right at midfield. He's across the 40, taken down out of bounds inside the 40-yard line, right at around the 35, I beg your pardon. Mercyhurst with a big turnover shifts all the momentum towards them in their favor.
A badly underthrown pass by James Harris intended for Gary Brown. Take a look as you see Harris. He's getting the protection, but that ball just looked a little bit underthrown, and Colin Kimball taking advantage. That's his 4th interception on the season. So all of a sudden, once again, Cody, Tulio Field becoming a house of horrors for the Vulcans, and now another score here by the Lakers, and that might be trouble.
6:51 left to go in the third. Mercyhurst with the ball now at the California 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Brendan Boylan dropping back to pass, looking left, and fires to no man's land. Looks like a couple receivers might have gotten tripped up where his intended target was, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
And it was Brandon Brown Dukes who got tripped up by another turf monster again as that's who it looked like the pass was going to. And you see Boylan's going back. I think that was his intent, but there you see, it looked like Boylan might have actually tripped over one of his players. I believe that was Dustin Rogala, 73, one of his linemen. So a big break right there for California as it's now 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10 for the Mercyhurst Lakers, who lead 31-21 here at Toluo Field. Dropping back to pass. No, he's going to hand it off to his running back. That's Brown Dukes. Evading the defense. Flag is down right at the line of scrimmage, so we'll see what the call is, but Brown Dukes gained maybe about 5 yards on the play.
Well, we'll see what the officials say, but it looks like, judging from some of the body language, it may be coming back. Here's the call.
It is going to be holding against Mercyhurst, so that will push them back 10 yards.
And it looked like that's on Bo Belinsky, 67, so a big lucky break for California. You'll see. Not sure if you'll be able to see it in the replay. Actually, yeah, you do. You see him grabbing on Spencer Lynn, so that's a good call by the officials. They mark it back to the 42-yard line. That'll now set up a 2nd and 17.
6:20 left to go in the third. 2nd down and 17, and we're going to have a timeout on the field called by California.
So I think right now California just trying to settle their defense down. Not a bad idea by the coaching staff to call a timeout here, but...
And of course, the second half is just underway.
Yes.
California using their first timeout. You can tell they have 2 timeouts remaining by those little yellow lights underneath the team indicators on the scoreboard on your screen. Mercyhurst still has all 3 of theirs left, of course.
And California needs to settle their defense down because, I mean, we've seen Mercyhurst. They have just been absolutely dominant in this second half. California really hasn't had an answer, and it's just you're sometimes, if you're a California fan, you can't help but be at a loss for words. But you look at the records coming in. I mean, you'd think, well, this Mercyhurst team, how can they be good at 5-4? Well, again, they had that tough start to the season, but they've just been playing on fire these last few games.
Yeah, they picked up a lot of momentum in recent weeks of the season, especially after that big win against Seton Hill. Even though they had 6 turnovers, they still won the game.
And then again, we go back to Boylan. He's been the spark plug.
So 6:19 left to go. Boylan dropping back to pass, going to scramble and keep it for himself. Finds a huge chunk of real estate right in front of him. darts out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. That's going to recover the penalty yards back and more. It'll move the chains.
And it's just, he just had everybody bought. He's looking to his left, and that's where everybody's going. Then he's on the misdirection. He rolls to his right. I mean, he has enough space. You could run a convoy of tanks through there. It was just that wide open, and that play fake really, and on that play fake, the California defense bit. So under 6 minutes left, it is 1st and 10.
Mercyhurst once again threatening to score. It's 1st down and 10 from the 20. Boylan hands it off to his running back. That's Brown Dukes. He finds a hole, stiff arms the defender, inside the 10, inside the 5 before he gets pushed out of bounds. It's going to be 1st down and goal for the Lakers.
An impressive stiff arm by Brandon Brown Dukes. Just watch how he just stiff arms Arnell Farmer right there, and then you see Chasville and Taylor force him out of bounds. We saw Brandon Brown Dukes limping over on the sideline, so he's being tended to, looks like, by the training staff. And right now, again, Mercyhurst is just killing clock. They're keeping that California offense off the field. 1st and goal from the 4.
5:18 left to go in the 3rd. 1st down and goal from the 4-yard line. Boylan lines up with his offensive squad. Under center, dropping back to pass. Looking left, airmails it into the corner of the end zone, and it is caught in the far corner of the end zone for the Laker touchdown. Boylan finds his man, 37, I beg your pardon, to 21, pending the extra point.
R.J. Miller once again for Mercyhurst. These offenses they've been going at, they've been targeting the tight ends, have these opposing quarterbacks, and he gets at least 2 or 3 steps on Josh Page in the end zone. So now California in a real heap of hurt.
Dylan Condis will be set to kick the extra point. And one of the California defenders hurdles off sides. Flags come down, and that's going to be penalty against California. They're going to redo the kick.
These mental mistakes, they're coming back to bite California.
Arnell Farmer, the guilty party on that penalty.
So they're just replaying they're just going to re-kick it rather than move it up a yard. So
Condis, snap is down, kick is up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. With 5 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, your score, Mercyhurst 38, California 21. You are watching Cal U Vulcans football here on CUTV.
Don't miss a second of the exciting 2014 California University Vulcans football season. Whether home or away, CUTV is your home for Vulcans football. Watch every step of the way as Coach Keller and the Vulcans strive for a PSAC title and NCAA playoff berth. Your home for Vulcan football, CUTV.
Mercyhurst with the lead over California with 5:03 left to go in the 3rd. The kick is away, and California will retrieve at the 10-yard line. Return man is across the 20, approaching the 30, gets taken down probably just short of it. So California looking to answer after a few quick Mercyhurst scores. Let's take a look at the most recent one.
And on this recent one, again, you see Boylan finding the tight end, R.J. Miller for Mercyhurst. He now has 3 catches for 41 yards. So, and we've been seeing, again, we've said this a couple times already, Cody, they've been targeting the tight ends. Back to live action, 1st and 10.
Harris dropping back to pass. Screen side, far side, it's caught. Rushing up the side of the field to about the 43-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down, so lots of yards after the catch to give the Vulcans the 1st down.
And that was
Gary Brown trying to fire up this Vulcans offense. They're going hurry up on 1st and 10 from the 43.
4:47 and running left to go in the third. James Harris out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, dropping back to pass. Looking, going to keep it for himself. Scramble for maybe a couple of yards. Taken down a couple yards short of midfield. It's going to be 2nd, and depending where they spot him, probably about 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They are going hurry up as Harris couldn't find anybody, takes it himself. Gain of 4, takedown by Gonzalez, 95 for the Lakers, 2nd and 6.
Harris will line up in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, and 1 man in the backfield. Play action, dropping back to pass. Far side, that's caught. Down past the first down marker. They're going to keep the clock rolling as they move the chains for the first down.
And they see Des Green just getting open on that play.
Another Cal first down.
Harris firing a perfect strike, and Green gets to the 44.
So 4:04 left to go in the third. Harris dropping back to pass, fires up the middle, in and out of the hands of Gary Brown, his intended target. It falls incomplete. That stops the clock with 3:58 left to go.
It's the second time this half we've seen a California receiver just drop what I think could very well have been a very catchable ball. So they're going hurry up again, are the Vulcans, on 2nd and 10 from the 44.
Harris will line up his offensive squad with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and Nick Grissom in the backfield with him. He's his sidecar on his right. Dropping back to pass. Fires near side, in or over the head of his intended target, incomplete. About the 40-yard line, it goes out of bounds.
I'd say a couple feet lower on that pass, and Luke Smorey likely would have had it. And watch Harris. He has plenty of time. He just fires it, but it just sails a little wide and high of Smorey. So now a big 3rd and 10. Cody, I think this is 4-down territory.
It's 3rd down and 10 for the Vulcans. Harris lines up out of the shotgun. Dropping back to pass, looking, fires far side. That is going to be, no, incomplete. It falls to the ground, almost picked off once again by the Lakers.
That was Tevin Stewart on what I felt was quite frankly, not a wise decision by Harris. He had several throwing it into a crowd right there, and Stewart just in and out of his hands, and they are going for it on 4th and 10. 3:48 left. I mean, Cody, at this point, it is 4-down territory.
James Harris deciding to take the gamble here. Dropping back to pass. 4th down and 10. Fires far side. That is caught. No, it's incomplete.
No, they're saying complete, but he's short.
Number 9, Gary Brown.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Lakers. They'll get possession from right around their 40-yard line.
And watch Harris. He knows he's going to the sidelines. He'll get Gary Brown. Brown catches it. I thought he caught it at the 35-yard line, but his momentum takes him out to the 36. He needed the 34, so just a bad break for California.
With 7 minutes remaining in the first half of the PSAC Championship soccer match.
So there's 3:41 left to go in the third quarter. Mercyhurst has taken full offensive control of this game, or so it would seem, with 3 unanswered scores going back to the first half. So they'll take over 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Boylan hands it off to his running back. That's Brown Dukes, trying to scramble for a yard or so, but maybe barely gets past the original line of scrimmage.
He actually only gets back to the line of scrimmage on that play. Right now, Mercyhurst, again, they're just killing as much time as they can.
And that's what they've been doing efficiently all game.
And they did that last year, as we noted. I mean, especially late in the game. So California's defense, it's almost like they're in a helpless state. They can't. They have no way to really. They really haven't had too many answers. 2nd and 10.
3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Boylan under center. California showing blitz. Here it comes. Dropping back to pass. Fires up the middle, but it falls into no man's land. It's incomplete. Might have been over the hands of his intended target.
It was over the hands of Brad Novak, and a good job. We'll see on the replay. Watch Jordan Farrow, 79, pick up the blitz. Not on your screen, but yeah, that was a little overthrown. So once again, this is a big third down play here for California.
2:51 left to go in the third quarter. Ball is on the 36-yard line, and it's 3rd down and 10 for the Lakers. Man goes in motion. Under center, Boylan dropping back to pass. Looking. Fires it to the near side. That is caught, but no, he was out of bounds. Flags come in after the pass was thrown.
He went one-on-one again with Tyrone Taylor, but it looks like we're going to have to wait and see what the call is. We may have a pass interference call. We'll wait and see on who it's against.
Well, the flag was thrown from the secondary towards where the pass was thrown. And the pass was caught, but he was out of bounds anyway, so we'll see what the official says. They're picking
I
it
don't
up.
agree.
They're picking up the flag for pass interference.
And I think the referee just threw a flag. And they're going to, I'm sorry, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that should have been a pass interference penalty. And while we were away, while we were away, Lee Page, a referee, threw a flag on Stephen Yarborough for unsportsmanlike conduct after he waved off the penalty. Yarborough, from what we could see, was very demonstrably upset over the penalty. So that pushes the Lakers back 15 yards, and now we got another penalty. I think Marty Schatzel.
It is another unsportsmanlike conduct against Mercyhurst. I have never seen chain unsportsmanlike conduct penalties before in my life.
I mean,
this is crazy.
And now they're just showing a lack of discipline. It's a 4th down, but it's going to be almost 4th in Canada. That's how far back they've been pushed. Not that they're going to try and go for it at this point, but Yarborough should have shown a lot more, I guess, composure. He shouldn't have even addressed the referee at all. That is just a little insane. And then the head coach, Marty Schatzel, just flying off the handle. In a way, you can't blame him, but nonetheless, that is 3rd and infinity and beyond at this rate. 4th down, rather.
So they're going to punt from their own end zone. The kick is away. It's sailing towards midfield, going to be fair caught at the 42-yard line. So California will be getting the ball back inside enemy territory, and we have another flag down.
Oh, boy. Well, in your interim, Cody, we have our CUTV Sports 1 page channel.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, receiving team number 3, 15-yard penalty.
And now you almost wonder if that's a makeup call, but nonetheless, here's our CUTV Sports 1 channel. You can check out all of our broadcasts of all of our football games, basketball games, any game we air, you name it, it'll be on that channel, and you can, of course, watch it from anywhere in the world, even if. So, but still, getting back to the penalty, the no call that set off the whole chain of events for the Lakers getting back-to-back penalties. What I was getting at is I felt that should have been a penalty, but nonetheless, 1st and 10 from the 43 for California.
And then on the punt, we had an unnecessary roughness penalty against California, which pushed them back 15 more yards. So Harris fires up the middle, but that pass gets dropped as he has to start his drive from his own end now.
It was hard to tell who that. Well, anyway, you see Harris just struggling here in the second half. Just gets and that looked like it was a catchable ball by Roberson. So his receivers have not been helping him out. 2nd and down.
2nd down and 10. Harris lining up out of the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. He has 1 man in the backfield. And it's a draw up the middle to his running back. No, he cuts to the outside. Flag comes in as the tackle was being made. He gets brought down near midfield, but we'll see what the call is.
Robertson on the carry around left end.
And judging from the reaction from the Mercyhurst sideline, that may go against California, but wait for the official call. There are 2 flags on the field, so.
It is going to be holding against California, so that's going to move them back 10 yards.
Zach Moorhead with the penalty, and we thought those 2 Mercyhurst penalties were going to give the Vulcans momentum, and now they're just shooting themselves in the foot, and you see, and that negates a great run there by Roberson as he cuts to his left.
And so now it is
second and 17.
Yes.
Second down and 17. James Harris under center, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Mercyhurst showing blitz, but now they pull back. Harris with 1 man in the backfield. Mercyhurst being a little jumpy, but Harris will reset. Now out of the shotgun, ready to take the snap. Play action, looking to pass, fires up the middle, and it's caught. No, he dropped it incomplete. Kawan Scott, the intended target, would have had it across midfield, but it was in and out of the breadbasket.
And that's the second drop we've seen from a Cal receiver on this drive. Watch. I mean, it looked a little more difficult than it should have been, but that's another catchable ball. This time, Scott drops one. I believe that's at least 4 this second half. So now, a big 3rd and 17 play for California.
1:59 left to go in the third. 3rd down and 17 for James Harris and company. He lines up out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass, looking, fires it down the middle. Kawan Scott almost had it inside the enemy territory, 30-yard line, but it falls incomplete.
It looked like Tevin Stewart on the coverage for Mercyhurst against Kawan Scott, and it looked like there might have been a little contact there, but hard to tell from this angle. I thought there was contact. That could have been thrown as a flag, but so now California is forced to punt as we see Kimball back deep. And we mentioned he had a return to punt for he had a punt return for a touchdown earlier this season against Bloomsburg.
Surrett takes the snap, punt is away, spinning end over end. It's going to be caught at the 15-yard line. Return man breaking across the 20 to the 30, where he's taken down, and at about the 32-yard line, Mercyhurst will start their next drive with 100 seconds left to go in the third. And Creighton, if you take advantage of that social media platform that they call Twitter, you can follow CUTV on Twitter at CUTV_PA and keep up to date on what we're doing, what shoots we're going to be doing, any events that may be happening that we'll be covering, and even more.
Yeah, and you can even tweet back at us if we're doing on how we're doing. So it's now going to be a 1st and 10 from the 32 for Mercyhurst.
1st down and 10. Mercyhurst with the 38-21 lead over California here in the third quarter. He hands off to his running back. That's Brown Dukes taking it up the middle for a gain of maybe about 4 or 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Brought down by number 32, Tyrone Taylor.
That actually looked like Drew Robinson, 27, but it's hard to tell from up here. But nonetheless, there's a handoff, and you see Tyrone Taylor in on the stop, and that is Robinson, 27.
So you were right.
Sometimes these jerseys from this distance, it's hard to tell. But nonetheless, I mean, Mercyhurst now look with about a minute left. They're just basically milking the clock for what it's worth.
So 1 minute left to go in the third. It is 2nd down and 6. Boylan is under center. Hands it off to his running back. Cutting up the far side. Taken down at about the original line of scrimmage, or maybe a gain of a yard. They are actually going to give him a yard, so it'll be 3rd down and 5.
And we're seeing the training staff on the near sideline tending to Brandon Brown Dukes. Looks like they're treating his left leg or his left ankle. It's hard to tell from our vantage point, so that's why we're seeing Drew Robinson, 27, on this possession. So
it'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Lakers. 18 seconds left in the third. Boylan out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass. Looking up the middle, now looks left. Rolling out to his left. Screen pass far side, that's caught and taken down at about the 40-yard line. The clock is going to continue to run, and time will expire in the third quarter.
Number 23, Josh Page.
So we have played 3 quarters of football here at Tolulo Field in Mercyhurst University, and with 15 left to go, your score 38-21 in favor of Mercyhurst. Stay tuned for the fourth quarter here on CUTV.
For almost 30 years, CUTV has been the campus and community home for local news, sports, and entertainment. Broadcast in 100,000 homes in southwestern Pennsylvania, CUTV provides complete coverage of Vulcan sports as well as high school football coverage. Broadcast weekly live, CUTV News Center provides coverage of local and campus events, weekend weather, sports highlights, and feature stories. For more information on CUTV, check us out on the web, friend us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter.
29 down. 4 letters to describe excellence in college television. I know. CUTV. California University Television.
We are back here to Luo Field, 38-21 with 1 quarter left of action to play between the Mercyhurst Lakers and the California Vulcans. Mercyhurst has the ball on 4th and 2, and they're looking to punt away to the Vulcans.
Back to punt for the Lakers, deep to receive.
Spaldinger ready to take the punt, or take the snap, I beg your pardon, to punt it away. Here's the snap, good snap, punt is away. It's a very high punt, spiraling end over end. Sends the return man for California back inside his own 10, but he breaks back across to the 20, to about the 23-yard line where he gets taken down. California with 14:46 left. They have a little bit of work to do if they want to get back into this game with so much time left.
Yeah, they need. They're down by 17. This is definitely 3-possession game. And speaking of social media, we have our Facebook page. You can like us on Facebook, and you can find out what's going on. Get some behind-the-scenes stuff that'll. And meanwhile, as my tongue gets untied here, we're back to live action. Big drive here, 1st and 10 for the 24.
So James Harris with probably what might be the most important drive of the game for the Vulcans. Dropping back to pass, fires it far or near side. That's incomplete. Taking a bounce at about the 40-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Harris just didn't really have too many options there. Tried to go for a real quick pass as he was being pressured, and might have underthrown his receiver a little bit. So we're going to see 2nd down and 10. Harris out of the shotgun, play action, fires far side. That one's caught across the 30, across 35, 40, across midfield to the 40, to the 30. Big block there. 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, California. Running all the way down the field in one play, puts California back on the board. 38-27 pending the extra point.
Well, that was Gary Brown with the huge run. And hopefully we'll get the replay on it shortly. But, I mean, Kawan Scott with a big block on Huggins, the defender for Mercyhurst. Just now California's certainly making this an interesting game. They're not going down without a fight.
No way. They're saying, no siree, we're not letting you shut us out this way. 14:27 and left to go in the final quarter. Cody Nuzzo sends the kick up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. So California cuts this back to a 10-point deficit. 38-28 your score. You are watching Vulcans football here on CUTV.
Watch the best plays. Relive the biggest games. Check out CUTV's most memorable broadcasts as we pull them from the vault, only on CUTV.
California gets some points of their own back on the board. 38-28 your score. Cody Nuzzo set to send the kick away. It is going to be, it looked like an onside kick attempt, but Mercyhurst with the recovery right around midfield.
That was Garrett Wild, one of the co-captains for the Lakers, in on the recovery. You had nothing to lose, but now you're giving Mercyhurst another short field. Look at this touchdown pass by. You see all the blocks that Gary Brown gets, and here you'll see Kawan Scott, 15, right side of your screen, clears out Deontay Huggins, and that gives Gary Brown
wide open space into the end zone. So it'll be first down and 10 for Mercyhurst at their own 49.
There's 14:25 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of time.
California with a failed onside kick attempt sets up Mercyhurst with good field position. Dropping back to passes, Boylan fires near side. That one is hit the ground first before it got into the receiver's hands, and so it'll be an incomplete pass.
That was Danny Moyer, a sophomore, and on the it looked like that's who he was going to, but Moyer might have mistimed the pattern a little bit. So that'll set up a 2nd and 10 for the Lakers. Clock stopped, and so now this is a big defensive drive here for California. If they can get a stop and change their momentum, hey, anything can happen.
14:19 left to go in the fourth. Boylan lined up under center with a couple men in the backfield and a receiver on each side. Dropping back to pass. Near side, that's caught right at midfield. Breaking away from the defense to the 35-yard line. That's going to be enough to move the chains for a first down.
TJ Latimer on the catch. Watch the quick screen out here by Boylan. He gets pressured and then dumps it out to Latimer and getting a lot of yards after the catch, and that's what's been killing California. It sets up a first down and 10 from the Vulcans 35.
So 14 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. California still down by 10, looking for a big defensive stance here to answer their breakout offensive play that they had their last drive. Boylan is under center. 2 receivers right, couple men in the backfield. Dropping back to pass. Looking, fires far side, that's caught. Taken down to the 30-yard line for a gain of about 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And they're actually going to mark him at the 30, so it'll sit down as 2nd and 5. Latimer once again on the play. This time you'll watch as Boylan just gets a quick release. And you see Latimer wide open. It's interesting that they don't have anybody on 48. So I think it looks like Mercyhurst may be trying to exploit that. 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5 for the Lakers. Boylan is under center. Takes the snap. Play action. Fires near side. Incomplete. Underthrown by maybe about 5 yards or so.
And that was intended for the tight end, John Matarazzo. Definitely looked underthrown. So now 3rd and 5 here for California. And you know, we saw a similar situation earlier where on 3rd and 5, actually, when they had a fourth and short, this is really 4-down territory. Marty Schetzel not afraid to go for it.
So it's 3rd down and 5 for the Mercyhurst Lakers. Brendan Boylan out of the shotgun, taking the snap, and he's going to be sacked. No, he gets it off to his running back. Very quickly, it might have seemed, or on a play action, but that really fooled California's defense, and that sends them enough for a first down.
And that was the tight end, R.J. Miller, once again. Watch out. You see the pressure by Turner, but he just shovels it off to Miller, and Miller takes care of the rest. So 1st and 10 from the 14 for Mercyhurst, and once again, California not doing a good job stopping the tight ends. We saw that in the last game against Clarion, and then 3 weeks ago against IUP. So big drive here for the defense.
It's 1st down and 10 from the California 15-yard line. Dropping back, he hands it off to his running back. Takes it up for maybe a very short gain, if anything. It looks like they'll give him about 3 or 4 yards.
Down by number 26, Bronco
and it looks like there's a Mercyhurst player injured.
An injury timeout on the field.
So there you see the play. Here's Robinson, excuse me. He looks like he's going to be the injured Laker. He's slow to get up, and we've already seen Brandon Brown Dukes go down. Now we're seeing Robinson being helped off the field by the training staff, and head coach Mike Keller has got to be a little concerned about his defense.
They've spent a lot of time on the field.
Yes, they have, and so now, on the surface, you lose 2 of your two key members of your running game. You'd think it would hurt, but they've more than made up for it through the air.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. The passing game has been extremely effective for Mercyhurst during this game. But still, you never like to see any of your star players go down. So we'll hope that they're okay. So there's 12:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's 2nd down and 7 from the 11-yard line. Boylan dropping back to pass, looking, fires up the middle. That's caught. He gets taken down. No, breaking away from the defense. Taken inside the 5-yard line where he scrambles out of bounds.
And that was Stephen Yarbrough. Remember, right in the middle of the third quarter, he got flagged for that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but now, first time we've seen him in a while, he's able to hold on to the ball. He eludes one defender, and now he gets enough for the first down, so that'll set up a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. That is now, wait for the updated numbers, but Brandon Boylan, 423 yards passing on 28 for 39. He has not thrown an interception.
11:45 left to go in the fourth. 1st down and goal. Boylan dropping back to pass. Looking near side. That one's caught. He scrambles and gets into the end zone for the Laker touchdown, knocking over the pylon in the process. That puts 6 more points on the board for Mercyhurst. 44-28 pending the extra point.
And that's the fullback Latimer on the catch. Just play action fake to the running back, and now you see Latimer stretching out, breaking the plane, and right now California's season almost teetering on the brink, as that is the 5th touchdown pass for Brandon Boylan.
Mercyhurst getting ready to set to kick the extra point. Flags are down before the snap. We'll see what the call is here, or if they'll retry the kick.
There was movement on the
False start, kicking team, number 77, 5-yard penalty.
So that's going to be 5 yards against Mercyhurst on that one.
That was Ryan Michaels, ended up drawing Busick offside, so that's why they got hit with the false start penalty. So that moves the extra point back a little bit.
Dylan Condis will have to send the kick 5 more yards through. Condis ready to kick the extra point. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. With 11 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, your score, Mercyhurst 45, California 28. You are watching Vulcans football here on CUTV.
Don't miss a second of the exciting 2014 California University Vulcans football season. Whether home or away, CUTV is your home for Vulcans football. Watch every step of the way as Coach Keller and the Vulcans strive for a PSAC title and NCAA playoff berth. Your home for Vulcan football, CUTV.
(45-28), your score at Tuluo Field at Mercyhurst University after a touchdown by the Lakers, as the kick goes into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So California will get the ball from their own 25-yard line.
While we have this break, Cody, just some good news in Vulcan sports. Aaron Dinzio, a senior, won the PSAC men's cross-country meet held in Mansfield. So congratulations to Aaron Dinzio. That helped pace the Vulcans to a 5th place finish. Head coach Daniel Caulfield's done a phenomenal job with that program, as we're back to live action, 1st and 10 from the 25.
So James Harris will be lining up with his offensive squad. 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun. Dropping back to pass. Air mails it down the middle of the field. Kawan Scott dives for it, but it's just short, and it falls incomplete.
A little bit out of his reach. Harris having the right idea, but just a little short. And he fires it, and you wonder maybe if the wind might have had a little impact on the direction of that pass. So 11:29 left. I mean, California still has a chance, but it's shrinking.
Harris out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass, fires it again down the middle, and that one's caught by Gary Brown. He's weaving through the defense, inside the 10, inside the 5, and into the end zone for the California touchdown. Gary Brown with another explosive play to put California on the board, 45-34 pending the extra point.
Guess we spoke too soon. I mean, now there's still 2-possession game, plenty of time left, and watch Harris just firing a strike, and Gary Brown right there. He outduels Colin Kimball, and watch the stiff arm, but he still is able to get in. So if California can make it a 10-point game and get a defensive stop, we'll have a whole new ball game here. So stand by.
Cody Nuzzo ready to kick the extra point. The kick is tipped, but it still goes through.
No,
it's not actually. It got tipped, and that made it no good. So the score still remains 45-34 with 11:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. You are watching Vulcans football here on CUTV.
Tune in to Vulcan Football 2014 for the inside scoop on this year's Vulcan football team. Featuring highlights, scores, analysis, and a preview of the upcoming opponent, Vulcan Football 2014 gets you inside the huddle. Vulcan Football 2014, only on your home for Vulcan Football, CUTV.
(45-34). That is your score with 11:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cody Nuzzo set to kick away.
Or you wonder if they're going to try an onside kick again.
They may. The kick is away, and it is an onside kick attempt. California jumping for it. It goes out of bounds, it might have. But no, they're waving. It's California's ball. California with the recovery.
Kawan Scott, Johnny on the spot right there, and you just saw the way. That's the way you saw Nuzzo and Surrett lined up at the kick, and then they and we saw the way note the right side of your screen looks like they're getting into an onside kick formation, and then just perfectly executed by Cody Nuzzo, and now it's 1st and 10 for the Vulcans at the Mercyhurst 49, and it'll be there's the kick right there, keeps it in bounds.
So Harris airmailing it down the field, and it's caught inside the 10-yard line. Huge pass, back-to-back passes. This one by Gary Brown, and now this one by Harris.
And now again Gary Brown with a catch. It's just unbelievable the way. I mean, Gary Brown is in absolute beast mode. Watch on the play. You see Harris with the throw, and once again, he's got that timing with Gary Brown straight down. Back to live action, first down.
So Harris dropping back to pass, sends it over into the far corner of the end zone, and it falls incomplete. So now everybody can take a quick breath as the clock stops with 10:50 left to go in the fourth.
That was intended for Mark Thomas. First time we've seen him this afternoon. But I'll tell you what, Cody, you get a touchdown here and maybe go for two, make it within a field goal. So that's just California trying to wrest the momentum back from Mercyhurst.
James Harris lines up. It's 2nd down and goal from the 5. Harris hands it off to Roberson. Breaking through, trying to get to the goal line. He's going to be stopped at the 1. They're going to mark him down just short of the goal line.
A good effort by Roberson just to try to keep the pile moving, but watch. You see, it's hard to tell which defender that was for Mercyhurst, but then it looks like it might have been Michael Foster, 21, who was leading the charge, and that kept him out of the end zone. So now, big 3rd and 1 play for California, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. We got a fullback in there, 41.
So Harris lines up under center, takes the snap, hands it off to a running back. Pushing. Does he get enough?
No.
For the first, or for the touchdown, I beg your pardon. No, it looks like they're going to stop him just short again.
And now the big question, Cody, do you go for it? Or do you have send Nuzzo on to kick the field goal? It'll be interesting to see what they decide, and it's about a foot away from the end zone. I mean, there's 10:34 left, so, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
James Harris takes the field once again under center. One receiver wide to the left. Here we go. Harris hands it off to his running back, dives forward and gets into the end zone for the Vulcan touchdown. 6 more points get added onto the board. California right back into this game, 45-40, pending the extra point.
Well, it looks like they're going to go for 2 here, Cody, but watch the second effort by Roberson. He just barrels his way into the end zone, and it's just, this is just incredible. The California Vulcans now have made it a 1-possession game, and they are going for 2. So if they can get it to within a field goal, I mean, this has just been it's just James Harris stepping up in this fourth quarter. He's not going to give up, and we're seeing that from California right now.
So now the 2-point conversion ready to go. Harris fires far side. That one's caught. Spinning in and out of the defense into the end zone. That puts 2 more points on the board for California. With 9:31 left to go in the fourth quarter, your score, Mercyhurst 45, California 42. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got ourselves a game. Stay tuned for more of the fourth quarter on CUTV.
CUTV News Center brings you the best in local news, weather, entertainment, and sports.
A new building is being constructed, and it is estimated.
We take a look at our local temperatures for this morning. Right around Du Bois, we have 38 degrees.
Swimmer Diana Nyad and former pro hockey player Sean Avery.
With the PSAC preseason poll.
CUTV News Center, live, Thursdays at 5. CUTV. California University Television.
It's now all of a sudden a 1-possession game, 45-42 your score. Mercyhurst still with the lead. California has not had a lead since halftime. And with 9 minutes and 31 seconds left to go in the fourth, Cody Nuzzo set to kick away. He had a successful onside kick his last time placing the ball on the tee, but we'd be expecting to kick away this time, and there it goes. Line drive down the middle, going to be retrieved at the 11-yard line. The return man for Mercyhurst is at the 25 to the 30. Gets taken down right around there. So Mercyhurst will start their next drive, led by Brendan Boylan, with 9 minutes and 23 seconds left to go.
And that was Dorian Stevens on the return. Jeff Knox Jr., you see on your screen with the stop, but I mean, right now, James Harris, we were mentioning Boylan at 427 passing yards. James Harris basically saying, anything you could do, I can do better. Just another thriller, and one of the 3 members of what sometimes is called the Canadian division of the PSAC West, with Gannon and Edinburgh here in Erie County. So back to live action, 1st and 10 for the 31.
Boylan is under center for 1st and 10. Dropping back to pass, looking left, pumps, now looking up the middle. Has no options, dumps it out to his running back where it's caught, and that's enough yards for a first down, so it'll move the chains.
And that was a good job by the offensive lineman. Watch on your screen. It looks like it's going to be 51, Jake Green, pancaking Akante Patton 13. That enables Boylan to get the pass off to Alex Misterman. And it's the first time we've called his name today, because they've been going really deep into the running back depth chart with Brown Dukes and now Robinson hurt. So 1st and 10 for the 43.
First down and 10, 8:50 and running on the game clock. And he hands it off to his running back. Takes it up the middle, but he's met very early on for only a short gain. It'll be 2nd down and about 8.
And we saw actually we saw that one of the offensive linemen engaged with a California defender. Misterman kind of bumped into him, and
resulting in a gain of 2 yards, but it's really getting down to crunch time here for the California defense. So you need to get a big stop here and let the offense take care of it on the next possession.
So there's 8:12 left to go in the fourth and running. It's 2nd down and 8. Boylan under center, dropping back to pass, looking left, screen pass near side, that's caught. Trying to hurdle over the defense, but gets taken down maybe after about a 1-yard gain, so it'll be 3rd down and 7.
Look at the effort here by Chaz Hill. Watch Boylan with the screen pass, and then Veal's trying to, well, Veal didn't touch him, but he certainly disrupted Misterman's flow. So now a big 3rd down and 7 here for California. So there you see Chaz Veal on your screen, and Mercyhurst 4 for 9 on 3rd down. So this is a big gut check defensive play here for California.
3rd down and 7. Boylan under center with 2 receivers on his right, a couple of men in the backfield. Dropping back to pass. Guns it down the middle. Does he have his man? Yes, he does. Caught inside the 20. 10-5 touchdown. Mercyhurst, a big explosive play from Boylan. Sends them into the end zone. 6 more points on the board. 51-42 pending the extra point.
And that was Josh Page really just getting beat there by Yarbrough. Watch the pass here by Boylan, and there you see Yarbrough he had at least 2 or 3 steps on Josh Page, who hasn't seen a lot of action, but with how shorthanded the secondary has been, the Lakers are starting to take advantage of that, as they have all game.
Dylan Condis ready to kick the extra point and send it through. Make this once again a 10-point lead for the Lakers. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. With 7 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the fourth, your score, Mercyhurst 52, California 42. You are watching Vulcans football here on CUTV.
You can relive all of the action from your favorite CUTV program today. From regional championships to high school football, you can take home your favorite CUTV game or event to relive anytime. Just send a return address and DVD information with $16.95 per DVD to 250 University Avenue, care of CUTV. Order today.
We've got an offensive shootout-style battle on our hands here. 52-42, Mercyhurst in California. Mercyhurst quick to answer with a touchdown on the board and kicks it away to California, and the ball will result in a touchback. So it'll not a touchback. I beg your pardon. Go ahead.
It went out of bounds, Cody.
Yeah,
so
I beg your pardon. Thank you.
Well, from our angle, sometimes it's hard to tell, but it went out of bounds at around the 8-yard line. So California.
That's what I meant to say, just got the terms mixed up. So
they are going to...
It'll be a penalty for illegal kick out of bounds.
So that'll give the Vulcans 1st and 10 at the 35, and we're talking about the way Mercyhurst's offense, 494 yards for Brendan Boylan. That's got to be the most in a long time. So anyway, 1st and 10.
James Harris hands it off to his running back. No, he's going to keep it for himself. Looking to pass, fires down the far side. That one's incomplete, taking a bounce at about the 35-yard line.
And that literally bounced right off the numbers for Kawan Scott. He's arguing for a penalty, but I did not see any contact by the defender, Michael Foster, 21. Watched a pass, and he just slipped. The contact came after the ball bounced out off of Scott's chest, so good no call by the officials. 2nd and 10.
7:04 left to go in the fourth. James Harris out of the shotgun. 2 receivers on his right, 1 on the left. He also has a sidecar with him. Takes the snap, looking to pass. Screens pass near side, that's caught. He's taken down across the 40-yard line to about the 43-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and about 3 or 2.
That was Luke Smorey on the catch. They're going in a bit of a hurry up. But watch, as you saw in the play there. Well, anyway, they're not wasting time. 3rd and 2.
James Harris can't afford to let any time run off the clock. He takes a quick snap, draw up the middle. That's Roberson. He gets enough for a first down across midfield.
Terrell Roberson finding the seam as he's able to get the first down and then some. Watch on the right side of the offensive line. He just slips right through and sets up 1st and 10 from the Mercyhurst 47.
Harris out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass. Looking right. Airmails it near side. That one is going to be caught inside the 10. Gary Brown into the end zone for the California touchdown. That puts 6 more points on the board, and for the first time since 2005, California and their opponent combined for more than 100 points. 52-48 pending the extra point.
Just watch the way Gary Brown beating his defender, Tevin Scott, number 4, on the play, and it looked like there might have been contact, but a moot point because there you see Stewart just with reacting his hands on his forehead as he's like, how did I let that happen? But still, this is escalating quickly, Cody.
Cody Nuzzo with the kick up, might have gotten tipped, but it still splits the uprights. It is good. With 6 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter, your score, Mercyhurst 52, California 49. You are watching Vulcans football here on CUTV.
First published in the 1880s, the California Times is the oldest student media at California University. Circulating 3,000 issues weekly on campus and in the surrounding community, the Times' mission is to deliver fair and balanced news to the student population of California University. All students are welcome to be a part of the California Times. Our offices are located in the Natali Student Union. Keep up to date with the Times online at www.caltimes.org, Facebook, and follow us on Twitter.
Cody Nuzzo fakes an onside kick, and it goes out of bounds. There will be a penalty for an illegal kick out of bounds. We just saw California get another touchdown on the board to make this a 3-possession game again. 6 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the 4th.
3-point game.
3-point game, I beg your pardon. Thank you.
It's just the enthusiasm of it, not the enthusiasm so much, but the offensive firepower we've seen here. Watch Harris just again. It's just Gary Brown just absolutely defeating Stewart like a rented goal. Apologies to Mike Lang, but that is 282 yards and 3 touchdowns for the sophomore from Columbus, Ohio. So you want to talk about 494 passing yards for Boyle and 473 for Harris. I mean, this is nuts.
And just to elaborate a little bit on what I was saying before, the last time that California and their opponent combined for more than 100 points, California defeated Mansfield in 2005, 88-12. So this is the first time in 9 years that that's happened as Mercyhurst sends a pass up the middle, but it falls incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
And you're seeing Jawan Turner on this play putting the pressure on Boylan. Right as the ball is getting released, there you see the hit. The contact, and that sends the ball's path a little offline. So that does stop the clock with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left. That kind of goes against Mercyhurst's strategy. They love to grind the clock, and now it's stopped. So, and we see 35 Misterman back at running back. So it looks like he'll be the running back for the rest of the game.
2nd down and 10 for the Lakers. Boylan, play action, looking to pass. Fires down the near side. That one is caught inside the 45-yard line, taken down at about the 44. That's going to be enough to move the chains.
And Stephen Yarborough trying to answer Gary Brown's performance catch for catch. Again, beating Taylor by at least a step, and he's able to hold on to the ball. So that'll set up a 1st and 10 from the California 44.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 in enemy territory for the Lakers. And speaking of Brendan Boylan, since my records have been kept, no opposing quarterback has thrown for 5 or more touchdown passes. Boylan today was the first one to do it since 2002. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to his running back. Taken up the middle inside the 40-yard line to about the 39. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 5.
We saw Mahachi with the initial stop, and then Arnell Farmer Jr. will come in right at the end of the play and he'll give Mr. Min a little bit of a how do you do? So that'll set up now a 2nd down and 5 for the Vulcans. And now, once again, Mercyhurst taking their time. It's 5 minutes left, trying to keep the California offense off the field, and it's been successful for the most part this game.
The play clock is at 8, now 7. Boylan is under center. Takes the snap. Play action, looking to pass. Fires near side. That one's caught at the 25-yard line. Scrambles for about 7 more yards after the catch. That's going to be enough to move the chains once again.
R.J. Miller once again. That's his 6th catch of the game, and you'll see as he catches, he's almost got about. The nearest defender is about 4 yards away. It's just they're not on him, and Miller's been able to take advantage of that.
So with 4 minutes and 34 seconds and running left to go in the 4th, Mercyhurst will get 1st down and 10 from inside their own red zone. They're spotted at about the 18-yard line. Boylan will line up with his offensive squad. He's under center. 1 receiver wide to the right and 1 man in the backfield. He hands it off to his running back. Breaking up the outside, getting pushed out of bounds right at the original line of scrimmage. They're going to continue running the clock, though, so he's down by contact.
Yes, he is. Looks like they might actually spot him for a loss of 1 yard. So you see several California defenders. Look like we're going to see Spencer Lynn, 46, in on the stop, and then the rest of the defense there converges. So now with 3:46 left to play, Mercyhurst can really just, all they have to do is get a touchdown on this drive, and that'll pretty much ice it. Although we said that earlier, and look what happened.
Yeah, it's the PSAC. Anything can happen.
Yep.
So there's 3.5 left to go in the 4th. It's 2nd down and 11. Boylan lines up under center. Play action, looking to pass. Looking left, fires up the middle. That's caught. Trying to find a hole. Gets a good gain of maybe about 6 or 7 yards. It'll set up 3rd down and about 5.
And that was Donnie Hall, 85 on the catch. And, Mercyhurst, we said this a couple times in the broadcast. We saw this the last game against Clarion when Mike Dietrich, the tight end, was getting targeted a lot by the quarterback. And then the game before that against IUP, Brett DeChico, the tight end, was also getting targeted. So Mercyhurst, obviously, that's what they've been doing, targeting the tight ends these last 3 games.
It's 3rd down and 5. Boylan lines up under center. 1 receiver to his right and a couple of men in the backfield. We have a whistle before the snap was even done. We have a timeout on the field called by Mercyhurst. So that is Mercyhurst's first timeout of the half.
It's interesting that with 2:36 left, I guess head coach Marty Schetzel saw something he didn't like from the California defense, so he decided to call a timeout with 2:36 left. You would have thought that Mercyhurst would have wanted to run down the clock.
The clock is stopped with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left, so Mercyhurst currently threatening to drive. If they do get the touchdown here, then that would make it a 2-possession game again, and California will really have their work cut out for them if they want to get the lead back. But right now, it's only a 1-score game, so anything can happen within these last 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
We saw a 20-second drive from California. Earlier, we saw a 19-second scoring drive, 55 seconds. So, we've seen California strike quickly, but right now, the pressure is on the defense on 3rd and 5 from the 14-yard line. And Marty, I would not be surprised if they don't make it on 3rd down. I would not be surprised if Marty Schetzel goes for it on 4th down, because we saw that earlier.
So 2 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in the 4th. 3rd down and 5 for the Mercyhurst Lakers. Brendan Boylan is under center, ready to take the snap. Dropping back, looking to pass. Screen pass near side, that's caught. Taken down at about the 15-yard line. That's going to be short of the first down marker by a few yards. So it'll set up 4th down, and now we have another timeout on the field, it looks like.
There's a California player down, but watch as there's the pass to Latimer, the fullback, and check out Devontae Suber in on the stop. That's a big stop right there for the Vulcans. Meanwhile, that is Josh Page being tended to by the trainers. So that's going to be another blow to an already depleted secondary.
The clock is stopped with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the game. Both teams still have 2 timeouts remaining. Mercyhurst with a 3-point lead currently.
And right now, just worth noting, we're getting into championship season already in the PSAC. Next weekend it'll be, of course, the state PSAC football championship. We'll also have the volleyball next weekend. And, of course, we'll be producing both of those championship games on PCN. And then basketball season starts on November 19th as the Vulcans host Mercyhurst at the Convocation Center. So it's just, we're talking about volleyball for a minute. In the PSAC West, it's going to be, first round's going to set up, California will travel to Clarion, and then Seton Hill, who swept Gannon in 3 sets earlier today, they will host the Lady Knights in Greensburg on Tuesday. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out and who ends up hosting. Will it either be Clarion or possibly Seton Hill? And there you see Josh Page being tended to walking off on his own power, which is certainly an encouraging sign. But this is a big decision for Marty Schetzel. We mentioned earlier he's got a very, California actually called a timeout, so there's 1 timeout left. But we were noting earlier that Schetzel really likes to go for it on 4th down, and it is a 4th down and 5 from the 14. He had a 4th and 6 from the Gannon 11-yard line a few weeks ago. And this was in the end of the first half. Instead of kicking the field goal, he went for it, and it turned that into a touchdown. So that's something. That's why I think a lot of coaches have a lot of people. You watch the PSAC, they have a lot of respect for Marty Schetzel and this Lakers team. They certainly like to take a lot of risks, but right now, as it stands, we saw the place kicker, Condis, 93, was out there, and now Condis is going back to the sideline. It looks like they are going to go for it. So this is a big play here for the California defense, Cody.
Oh, believe me, I'm sure you would agree if I were to tell you that the score would be nowhere near what it was if it weren't for risk-taking, both by California and Mercyhurst. It would be nowhere near this close.
Fortune favors the bold.
So now it is 4th down and 5 for the Mercyhurst Lakers. And California calls another timeout.
That's their last one.
California burning some timeouts when they might need them. That could come back to haunt them later.
Although we have seen with this quick strike offense, it just doesn't. It's interesting to know that while we're up here today, the PSAC Men's Soccer Championship between Bloomsburg and Mercyhurst taking place right behind us. And the Lakers Soccer Club, there you see there's some action there. We saw PSAC Commissioner Steve Murray in attendance at the soccer match, and the last update we got, as we see there, it's Mercyhurst 4-0 over Bloomsburg. So if that score holds, we congratulate the Lakers on winning the PSAC Men's Soccer Championship. So it's just...
And right now, California's defense is in a little bit of a predicament because they definitely want to stop Mercyhurst on this 4th down. But then what happens? They get the ball, turnover on downs, deep in their own end. We've said it before. They had a quick strike offense, and we can't really doubt that. But they still got to go very far down the field, very fast.
And they were pinned really deep against Bloomsburg back in week 2 on the game-tying drive. So
I remember that.
Yep, here we go.
All right, 4th down and 5. 2:25 left to go in the 4th. Boylan is under center. Dropping back to pass, looking, screen pass, that's caught, and that's enough for a 1st down. He gets pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line, or right at the 5-yard line, I beg your pardon. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Lakers.
And that might ice it. With 2:19 left, California out of timeouts. They're just going to be, Lakers are likely going to be content to run it down.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we see him go into victory formation with California really helpless to stop it. But then again, I mean, it's going to be under 2 minutes when they get the playoff.
The play clock, the play clock right now says 8 seconds. Time is 1:53 left to go in the game. Boylan is still under center. He'll run off one more play, hands it off to his running back. He gets stopped at about the 4-yard line after a very short gain. The clock is going to continue to run. 100 seconds left to go in the game now.
And if this score holds, Cody, that can pretty much knock California out of the NCAA playoff picture. And we can tell you that Slippery Rock has defeated Clarion 45-8. Gannon has defeated IUP 31-21. So it looks like, unless there's a crazy miracle here, it looks like Slippery Rock will be hosting the PSAC championship game next Saturday as they take on Bloomsburg in what will likely be a rematch of last year's state game.
So it is 2nd down and goal. Boylan hands it off to his running back, spinning in and out of the defense and into the end zone for the Laker touchdown. The Mercyhurst Lakers put 6 more points on the board during the final minute of the game, 58-49 pending the extra point.
And that's game, set, match Mercyhurst. Watch as Alec Misterman, really the 3rd-string quarterback, for lack of a better way to put it, for the Lakers, is just basically puts the nail in the coffin for California's chances of making the PSAC state game and the NCAA playoffs.
Dylan Condis ready to send the kick through. It is up, and it splits the uprights. It is good. Mercyhurst with 59 points on the board. California with 49. 1 minute left to go in the game. You are watching Vulcans football here on CUTV.
Don't miss a second of the exciting 2014 California University Vulcans football season. Whether home or away, CUTV is your home for Vulcans football. Watch every step of the way as Coach Keller and the Vulcans strive for a PSAC title and NCAA playoff berth. Your home for Vulcan football, CUTV.
It is 59-49 in favor of the Mercyhurst Lakers here as California is ready to receive the kick after a Mercyhurst Laker touchdown. There's 1 minute left to go in the game. It's going to be retrieved about 3 yards deep in the end zone. Return man for California gets to about the 24-yard line. So that clock stops with 54 seconds left, and James Harris will take his offensive squad onto the field.
I mean, it's just a lot of hope and a lot of momentum for this California team just wiped away when last week's game against Gannon got canceled. Circumstances have certainly been discussed ad nauseum. No reason to repeat them here, but they didn't give up today. They keep fighting, and
that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. And I'm sure anyone would agree. James Harris lines up out of the shotgun, dropping back to pass, looking left. Fires it down the middle. That's going to be bobbled, intercepted by Mercyhurst, and the interceptor takes a slide at about the 38-yard line. Mercyhurst with the turnover, and that gives them the ball back.
And that was in and out on Michael Foster's hands, but Colin Kimball, his 2nd interception of the day, watches Harris. He fires it, and he looked like he overthrew Luke Smorey, and the ball just, like we said, stumbles out of Foster's hands and into Kimball, and that is going to ice it. So that will pretty much do it. The Vulcans will close out the season next week against Lockhaven, and we congratulate Slippery Rock on winning the PSAC West, or clinching the berth in the state game, as it looks like the Lakers will go into victory formation.
There's 49 seconds left on the game clock. So Brendan Boylan gets under center. And he takes a knee, and that will run out the clock. They'll have to run it at least one more time to seal the game, or so it would seem.
With today's game, Brandon Boylan was 37 for 49.
So the Lakers get the win over the Vulcans, and that closes the gap between the top of the top and the middle of the PSAC West standings, and that will be the final play of the game as the teams are ready to take the field and shake hands.
And once again, Cody, the House of Horrors at 38th and Parade takes out the Vulcans yet again.
For myself, Cody Jeanette, for my partner, Creighton Rabs, our director, Gary Smith, in the truck, and our entire crew braving the cold elements, working very hard today. We thank you for tuning in to this penultimate week of Vulcans football here on CUTV. We will see you next time.
Doing. Hey, St. Paul would feel right at home here in this congregation. He was not a perfect man, even though he was the most influential Christian in the history of the church. And we're not perfect people either. A few years ago, a school teacher in New York by the name of Frank McCourt was working at giving a creative writing class at the New York High School. He faced the daily struggle of trying to get kids to be creative and to choose a subject and write about it creatively. What could he do to ignite his students' enthusiasm? Finally, he found his inspiration from a forged excuse that one of his students had turned in. He said authentic excuses, meaning those written by the parents instead of the students, were boring and short and factual. But when something came in more creative, he began to suspicion that maybe it was a forged excuse. Those notes were more detailed and more creative. So McCourt gave his students a new assignment: to write an excuse note from Adam and Eve to God. And so the students dug in with the assignment with focus and enthusiasm and creativity, and soon he branched out and he had them write excuse notes from other famous and sometimes notorious people, Judas and Al Capone and Attila the Hun. And the students' writing improved so much that the school principal and the superintendent took notice and praised McCourt. You know, if we were as good at living our lives as we were making excuses for our lives, we'd be able to accomplish almost any amazing amount for God. But perfection is an illusion. For some people, it's a delusion. There's another little story about the perfect man. Let me share it with you. The perfect man decided that he would do the world a favor by going out and finding the perfect woman and then marrying her and producing the most perfect child that the world had ever known. And so he travels the East Coast and has no luck finding the perfect woman, so he heads west and he discovers a farmer who has 3 gorgeous daughters, and he tells the farmer of his plan, and the farmer agrees to let him go out on a date with each daughter. After the first date with daughter number 1, the farmer asks how it went. And the perfect man replies, "It was a lovely evening. And not that you would ever notice, but she is just a wee bit pigeon-toed." Well, after this date with the second daughter, the farmer also asks him how it went. And the perfect man replies, "It was a lovely evening, and not that you would ever notice, but she's just a wee bit cross-eyed." After the date with daughter number 3, the farmer asks him how it went, and the perfect man replies, "It was a lovely evening. She is absolutely the most perfect woman that I have ever met. I just want to marry her. Is that okay?" The farmer says, "Fine." They marry, and almost 9 months to the day, she is in the hospital delivering their child. And so the perfect man rushes into the nursery and discovers that he is the proud father of what has to be the ugliest baby in the world. Now, I know, you tell me there's no such thing as an ugly baby or an ugly bride. My friends, I have seen both. So he rushes back to the farmer, not knowing what's going on. "I'm the most perfect man, and your daughter is the most perfect woman, and yet we have conceived a child unknown to modern science. What in the world went wrong?" To which the farmer replies, "My daughter is indeed a lovely girl, and not that you would have ever noticed, but she was just a wee bit pregnant when you met her." Perfection is an illusion. But you know, the sad part about it is we can sometimes go on to believe that we do not have imperfections. And we live in a society today that tells us that it's okay to be imperfect. What do we say about ourselves when we've done something wrong? Well, I'm only human, as if that alone explains the transgressions. It doesn't. We live in a time when most people flaunt their imperfections, as if those imperfections within themselves is a reason to be proud. Anyone watched the Jerry Springer show lately? It almost makes you ashamed to be human. But that's the tenor of our times. Some people blame it on our technology. As we get more and more wired, we also give up more and more of our privacy. A family in Sweden, I understand, set up a webcam on their refrigerator so that people all over the world could see what they eat. I understand there are others who put webcams in other places where people have set up their cameras in even more private places in their homes. And one consequence of this lessening privacy, this intrusion into our lives, are that we are discovering all of the idiosyncrasies that others have. And as people's lives are laid bare, we find that many other people have the same kinds of habits that we do. Habits that once would have caused shame are now paraded before a national and at times international audience on TV and the internet. People who have struggled with understanding this issue about our society believe that anything goes nowadays. Just watch some of the stuff, or maybe you don't want to watch it, that you can find on TV and on the internet. Discretions and modesty, many people believe, are going to become antiquated values for our society. We're only human, we say. That's the excuse. Human beings are capable of some of the most extraordinary things. In fact, some human beings are able to discipline themselves into living responsibly. Not perfect, mind you, but responsible and noble and self-sacrificing and faithful, even Christ-like at times. By saying we are only human, we have a way of trying to justify what should be remedied. There was a plague that was ravaging a tiny village in the uttermost bush of a remote African province. A lone missionary, a doctor who had given his life to fighting this plague, had gone to the province with the only cure available. It was made from some plants indigenous to the area and could quite easily be reproduced by the villagers themselves just by taking some of the leaves and mixing it with some other herbs and spices. But when he went in, the missionary found that there wasn't a single person in the village who was free from the disease. They all had it, and they were all dying at an alarming rate. Characteristic of the disease was a rash on the back of the neck. And all he had to do was to treat that rash with the medication, and the people could be healed. But he couldn't get anyone to let him give them the medication. Despite the fact that the people were dying, nobody realized that they were sick. They all had the same rash. There wasn't anything unusual about it, and since everybody had the same markings on their necks, they just assumed that it was normal and that nobody realized any difference. Nobody realized that it was the thing that was indeed killing them. There's a powerful metaphor there about our society today. We either have a ready excuse for our imperfection or we've grown to accept it, to accept our flaws and our weaknesses and our sins for so long as we are not even aware that they exist. What did we say a couple of weeks ago? We do it because everybody does it. Well, fortunately, in the midst of all of this, there is hope. It's found in our lesson from that epistle from Hebrews this morning. Let me share again with you. Day after day, the priest stands and performs his religious duties. Again and again, he offers the same sacrifices, the writer says, but these sacrifices can never take away the sins. But when this priest, referring to Christ, had offered for all time one sacrifice for sins, he sat down at the right hand of God, and since that time he waits for his enemies to be made his footstool, because by one sacrifice he has made perfect forever those who are being made holy. Now that's an interesting phrase. He has made perfect forever those who are being made holy. The writer, of course, is referring to those who believe in Christ. That's us. We have been made perfect, my friends. Perfection in Christ is not something that we achieve. It is a gift that we receive. In God's eyes, because of Christ and what Christ has done for us, it is as if though we have never done anything that is not absolutely perfect. Our spouses may not see us as perfect. Our friends may not see us as perfect. Those whom we have wronged certainly will not see us as perfect. But Christ's sacrifice on the cross, says the writer of Hebrews, has given us a perfection that we cannot achieve on our own. Some of you will remember that on October the 16th, 1987, the world finally exhaled after holding its breath for 58 hours when Robert O'Donnell, a paramedic in Midland, Texas, freed 18-month-old Jessica McClure from a 22-foot hole deep, 8 inches wide, a hole that she had fallen into. Some of you remember that. It was finally over. Baby Jessica was safe. But it really wasn't over for Jessica at all. It was just a beginning. She was alive, but the ordeal left her with some medical issues that required 13 reconstructive surgeries. She had to have 60% of her right foot amputated, and she still bears some of the scars from the incident, one of them on her forehead. How do you think baby Jessica has responded to her scars now that she's not a baby anymore? When she was 11 years old, she told the Ladies' Home Journal, "I'm proud of the scars. I have them because I survived." A few years later, when she was 16, she appeared on ABC's Good Morning America and said that her scars remind her of how much God loves her. Christ's scars remind us of how much God loves us. Christ's sacrifice on the cross has given us a perfection, my friends, that we cannot achieve on our own. But it says something else. It helps us to become better people. Morris Niedenthal is on the faculty of the University of Chicago. He says that Jesus accepted people just the way they were, but he never left them that way. He never left them the way that he found them because he loved them. Jesus always made them better. Listen again to these important words. He has made perfect forever those who are being made holy. Christ is at work in us. That's what the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, does. Christ has accepted us as we are, but he doesn't stop there. He makes us better. Many of you are familiar with the writer Max Lucado, and in one of his little books, In the Grip of Grace, he says that at one time in his life, he was a closet slob. He just couldn't comprehend the logic of neatness. He said, why would you make your bed of a morning if you know you're going to get back in it at night? Why put the lid on the toothpaste if you know you're going to use it again, take it up again in the morning? He was compulsive about being messy. And then Max Lucado got married. His wife was patient. She said she didn't mind his habits if he didn't mind sleeping outside. And since he did mind sleeping outside, he began to change. He said he enrolled in a 12-step program for slobs. So you know how that would go. Hi, my name is Max, and I am a slob. A physical therapist helped him rediscover the muscles used for hanging up shirts and placing toilet paper on the holder. His nose was introduced to the smell of pine sol. And by the time his in-laws arrived for a visit, he was a new man. But then came the moment of truth. His wife went out of town for a week. He said at first he reverted back to the old man. He figured he could be a slob for 6 days and clean the house up on the 7th before she got back. But something strange had happened, Max Lucado said. A curious discomfort. He couldn't relax with dirty dishes in the sink. He actually put his bath towel back on the rack. What happened to him? Simple. He had been exposed to a higher standard. That's what Jesus does to us when he comes into our lives. And though he does not hold our imperfections against us, still he does not leave us as we are. We are changed. We become new people. He is at work in our lives, making us what we ought to be. Perfection, my friends, is impossible. We know that. We cannot excuse ourselves of responsibility, however, by saying that we're only human. With God's help, human beings are capable of extraordinary things. It has been the history of the church. Extraordinary things done, God working through us. Christ has made us perfect before God by his sacrifice on the cross. And now he is daily trying to make us different people. We're going to begin Lent this Wednesday. It's a time of self-examination. It's a time of once again looking at how you are letting God change you and make you a new person, the kind of person he knows that you can be. He only needs your acceptance of it. We're not perfect yet, but all of us, regardless of our past, are on our way if we only let God work with us. Let us pray. Father God, we are thankful that you accept us in our imperfect way. Not only do you accept us through what you did with the Christ on that cross, you have made us perfect. Your word tells us that we have been accounted righteous, not because we are righteous, but because you say that we are righteous. You remove all of the things of our past, and you make us new people if we accept it. Be with us during this Lenten time. May it be a serious time of looking at who we are, imperfect persons who you, through your Spirit, want to make perfect and to make holy. May we respond as you would have us. In the name of Christ we pray. Amen. Our hymn of invitation is Nothing But the Blood, number 195. And if God has spoken to you and you want to respond to that call, then of course the invitation is always open to you. If you've decided that you would like to become a part of this fellowship, the invitation is always open to you. Jesus said, unless you confess me before men, I will not confess you before my Father which is in heaven. That's why we always have the invitation. And so the invitation is open to you. Let us stand and sing together our hymn of invitation, Nothing But the Blood, number 195.